Hi, Katie. Is that Katie from, yeah, over there? My fella just said, we know what we're talking about. It might just have to do something for a couple of hours, so we'll see if that's what it is. I've got a ring light off me sun, so makes it a little bit brighter, I think. I don't know. So I can show my artwork because normally it's a bit darker, so I think the lighting's a bit more brighter. Ooh, see this picture here? Gonna have an art wall all along here. I'm gonna take that mirror down and I'm gonna get my artwork up. We've got a little bit of fins going on over there. I've got my blue angel and me JFK Jr. saluting to his father. You know, talk about that in a minute. So we've got Katie, Sue, Emmett, Rising, and Ron, and some other people in chat. And hi, Amanda, if you're there, you big lurker. Because Amanda, I think you can see Amanda, I think, but I can't see her. Gonna have to try and look at that again. Don't want us to be friends, Amanda, but we do speak to each other on the phone. Hi, Mary. So I'm just gonna get into the. I wrote something out last night and then it ends up like I can't read it anyway, so as I've always done when I don't know, and then it just comes out anyway how it comes out. But well, I'm just waiting to warm up because I'm gonna have a bit of a chat and then I'm gonna go into some of my artwork. I've got my books out on the floor, which I'll show you. Hi Tracy, how are you doing? Oh, really? It will. You'll be fine. Believe. Move that hurricane away. Whoa. So, like I said, I've got lots of books down there. And I've got lots of books down here. I'll just grab them out. A lot of people have seen these pictures before, but like the newbies, haven't. So, and then we've got them up there. Pictures of orbs before the orbs started coming in for me. Anyway, for me, on my path, a lot of people out there seem to have a problem with people waking up and talking about their journey, which is ridiculous. Because you're allowed to talk about your own journey however you want and however you understand or understand. We are of two realms, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So, you've got 11, I've got 13. Hi, Paul. F. Mary, hi. But yeah, well, I'll show you what I was doing in this book. Anything is possible. Of course it is. Hi, Deanie. So, I'm just going to show you a little bit of this book, because this book's not got much in, but it's going to what I'm going to talk about in a minute. So, I have loads of books that I draw in. I doodle at night if I'm not watching telly, or even if I'm listening to something, but I'm not really listening to something, I'll be doodling, be multitasking. And, can I just say before I get started as well, I'll probably say it at the end. Thank you to all the support I get on here. It's much appreciated, and thank you for all the support I'm getting off, with the creations that people, want to look at or are purchasing or want to purchase. Thank you very much. I believe in what people create from the heart gives people joy, if they're into that sort of thing. That's on, what everybody does out there. What you enjoy, you should do more of. What you enjoy and what you focus on, you get more back. That's why people should be focusing on them and what they love instead of other people and bringing other people down, because I'm observing a lot of that lately, all over, not just on the tube, in life. But I'm also seeing a lot of other odd things going on, observing, because it's all about observation and not really letting everything get you, because that is just an old cycle, an old repetitive cycle that we should be getting rid of now and realising a few things. But that'll be talking about that in a minute. So in this book, and I'll show you the other book, but this one was where I just don't do it every day, but I'll go in and some books I draw in every day, some books like the collage ones that I stick in is just when I feel like it. So this is my little drawing here. These are obviously, this and all this is out of a magazine. But this drawing here of in a bubble, I forgot about that picture. And this little girl here, this is, we're in our bubbles. And we're looking out like, oh my God, we had a look and we woke up and it was like, a lot of people don't want to do this. They don't want to come outside their bubble, of, oh, but I feel really safe, with what we've been told, this, that, and the other. I want to stay in there. Well, what's coming soon, that bubble's going to burst. And this is why I said everyone's mindsets have to be, see, truth, lies. I forgot about this. Balanced for what's about to come, because once you go through a lot of stuff, like a lot of people, this is just coming out now, I didn't even know I was going to say this. Once you go through an awakening, a lot of people go down the whole so-called conspiracy route where you go, you start at, I don't know where you started, but most people start at the, truth lies beneath, the pyramids. Some people went through Nibiru and all that. I didn't go through that one. They go through inner earth, they go through flat earth, they go through whatever. We all go through that. We all go through 9/11. So there's people out there trying to, calling people, oh, we did. They've just woken up. Didn't they know that about this? Didn't they know about that? Didn't they know about child trafficking? Didn't they know about the paedophilia? Yeah. But what these people don't understand is, let people go on that journey. The other thing that's going on in the world now that people are waking up to, the paedophilia and this, that, yeah, a lot of us knew that. I was talking about this years ago with Tommy, when Tommy Robinson was doing stuff. People shouting out, oh, we've been doing this for years. That whole we've been awake for years, which is ridiculous. But what they don't get is, what they're not awoken to is, the fact, or should I say awaken, not woke. People are woke, they're not awaken, is the point and the fact that, yes, that has gone on. Yes, not everybody did know at the level it's at, because it's deeper than most people think. 17 in the house, thank you very much. What they don't get is, you can say you've tried to help, you've shouted out against it. Not working, was it? It's working on a minuscule level, because people have gone down for certain things. Not on a world mass level. This is what this plan's going for, the mass level. And you can only do that if you've got certain people in certain countries who are higher up, not of the dark, of the light. Doesn't mean if you've got money and you've made millions that you're a bad person. People who say that are just jealous, who are not making their life, focusing on what they should be doing, can take these people down. That's why certain people have had to be put in certain places, 7 and 17. There's my number 7 and there's 17. Boom. So to take these people down worldwide, because we all know what they wanted to bring in was China, it's a communist state and this, that and the other. So you have to have people in certain places, and people screaming out about people think, Trump supporters and Q supporters are all like, Trump's the Messiah. I never said that. No one's ever said that. He's not the Messiah. They're thinking it's the Antichrist. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's just pathetic, How else would it have been done? But then when the people do wake up, that's why the people are rising now. So they feel like they've been a part of it as well. But they needed something higher up to get in there and break down the barriers with money. So the people who are saying that don't research properly. They shout out about him being a Zionist, which is absolutely ridiculous. They shout out about Israel all the time because they're brainwashed, because it's not the Israeli people. It's not even the Israeli flag is bad. They see a flag and they get triggered. And it's like, research, real Judaism, research. But they shout at people and don't really go and do the homework. Like I said, you've got to have people in there that can break through these barriers. They've got to be in there. Some normal Joe on the street isn't going to get up in Parliament. They're not going to get up in, the government or the presidency at the minute. Anyway, do you know what I mean? So it needed someone to come in somewhere at some point to bring all this down. And if people look into stuff, because somebody put on, someone I used to talk about this ages ago who thought I was a nutcase, especially to do with Trump and Q and all that, I'd actually realised now that Trump is copying the plan of what JFK put out. But I don't think he knew it was that infiltrated, you know what I mean? So people really need to go back and research, like I've said before, because a lot of these people are going to have the bubble burst yet again. Because they're going to be realising what they've spouted out against good people. Hi, Robert. Good people, And it's funny how, I don't know how, if the mainstream media reported on this or they haven't, or they'll probably say it's Biden's train, but they can't because it's got Trump's name on it. There's been about an 85, if I'm correct, an 85-mile long convoy of Trump supporters with the flags on, like, the motorway or whatever you call it over there. 85-mile long, never seen before. So, yes, that was great as well. History repeats itself like a lesson. Yeah, and the thing is, Katie, this is what it says in this book. So these were all bits from, I don't know when, and then I didn't do much in this one. It was just a bit of one of my drawings. I don't even know, what does this say? Oh, it says, we can dream our gift. We can gift our dream future by taking action now, because that's what's happening. It's not about what happened in the past. It's not about what someone said in the past. It's not about repeating patterns of the past. This is a change where we stop that repeating the pattern, because the uprise never got us anywhere in the past. Like you said, future proves the past. This is why it's different. And we are doing something about it. We can gift our dream future by taking action now. And that action is being taken. Hi, Dolly. I'm excited for the next... Excited. I can't wait. I can't wait for next week. I'm reserving my energy for next week, whatever goes down. Oh, this one was just... I think I showed this. Was a picture I would put together out of the magazine, and I just stuck it in, and then I wrote all over it, and it said something like, learning about energies and emotions has been one of the most freeing but frustrating things I am learning, because it is. Back to centre point, back to balance is here. It's all about balance. To see both sides, and there must be a middle centre point, balance, take a higher perspective. Now, this means as well, people are arguing, families, friends, and, someone will say on this side, oh, this is not right, this is wrong, this is right. If you've actually not properly researched, you can't really have a conversation, because if you've researched both sides and you've come to a centre point of seeing what is actually going on, that's fine. If you haven't, because there's a lot of people out there that shout out about Q, they shout out about Trump because they listen to the media, and even people who think they're awake still listen to the media, and they don't actually go and research properly because they can't be bothered, or they don't want to be wrong, or whatever it is, or they can't be bothered, or they even say they don't care. It's a good job there's a lot of us that do care, because it's been swept under the carpet for too long. So, you have to look at both sides. You can't have a debate with anyone if you don't know both the sides. You can't be a lawyer and try and defend someone. You have to know both sides of the stories before you probably even take that job up. You have to know both sides. You can't just go, I've been told this, like most do when they're watching mainstream media, because that's all they watch and they believe it like the gospel, and not see what's going on. As most of us say, you're on channel 1, but you can't see channel 3 because you won't switch over to it. Or they daren't look because they're too scared of having this burst. And it is a bit like she's in a bubble there, but she's rising up so she can see. She can see, exactly what's going on. Sometimes on the ground you can't see. It's like, I see this bit, but I can't actually see what's right over there. But if you were up in the air, you'd be able to see that side and that side. Hi, Susie Q. So, yeah, gospel is questionable, exactly. I'm excited for the next week, reading on Twitter about huge Biden voting fraud. Of course it is. That's what they're trying to push. Paid for millions of voters. I'm trusting this is being dealt with. It will be dealt with, even if it don't go ahead, because what's coming out, the reason why they're trying to push that is because of what's coming out about Biden, and even what his son's put out as well. So, they're trying everything at the minute. They're trying everything. Someone's told me as well, some woman's come up trying to say the whole, I don't know if this is true, but someone's trying to push out, a rape claim on Trump. It's ridiculous. They did it with Kavanaugh, with the Ford, remember, and her dad was a CIA anyway. That all came to nothing because it was bull crap. Even though there are people that spout out really stupid stuff with Trump and kids, of a certain someone who's been spouting off about me, and where did they get this information from? Because if that was true, it'd be all over the news. Do you know what I mean? That'd be one of the things they'd bring him down with. So it's not, because it isn't true. So yeah, there's loads of stuff. It's dropping by the day. I've not even looked because I can't keep up with it, but it's dropping by the day. If you know where to go and what you're looking at, and also for the people out there who can't seem to get it in the head, they're wondering. They go on about Q and go, oh, big names or big channels were taken down, like X22 report. We talk about not just about that. They talk about the financial side of money and all that with the Q thing. And then this person said something like, I couldn't stop laughing. They said something like, don't know why Dolly Daydream's still on, this Q stuff's fake, so she's on because she's pushing that agenda because they think I'm pushing some sort of Masonic Illuminati thing because I've not been taken down. One, I'm not a massive channel like X22 report. Nice of them to think that, whatever. Two, I'm not monetized. They normally take a lot of monetized people off. Hi, Michelle. And they've not took everybody down. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, why are they still letting her on here? Probably because I don't talk about it that much in the sense of like X22 who go into in-depth detail. I just know about it. I don't talk about the in-depth detail. I've always said that. I did a load of stuff on this picture here, JFK Jr. went through the whole numerology with all that blah, 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 blah. Don't have to go in depth because there's a great channels out there doing it. And they're the ones that have been taken down. Trust me, they'll come back up. But yeah, it is quite funny. Of what I've been observing lately on YouTube and around me is quite laughable. It's quite funny. I'm finding it really funny with some of the stuff. Anyway, so not that picture. So this picture, because I'll show you my other drawings after. Hi, Karen. Just in now. Yeah. Hi, Deanie. Hi, Deanie. I've just read you saying hi, Deanie. Hi, Astral Thief. I've looked at your email, so I'll be checking that tomorrow. So I did this picture today. I didn't draw this, by the way. This is just a collage of... I just saw this picture of the woman switching a light bulb on. Bang! And then I saw the words and thought, oh, yeah. And it said, finding light in the darkness. A lot of dark about, isn't there? There's a lot of dark, or seems very dark to some people. A lot of the news is dark because they keep you in the dark. There's a lot of dark and nefarious people going about who are very dark within, because they have demons. What the demons are really, they're not demons. They're your thought forms. And when I keep saying, when you focus on something so much, like someone keeps focusing on me and thinks I'm in the field, that's because you're focusing on me. It's not me there, it's your thoughts. So when people say, I believe anyway, oh, I see demons, people are this, they project a lot. It's you and your thought forms and your demons that you have attached to you, because the more you believe in something, the more you'll bring that in, and the more the dark entities, whatever you want to call them, your thought forms will feed off that, because it does become, an energy, and it can deplete you. But then people blame it on other people because they're not taking responsibility of their actions, the way they think, the way they project things out, the way they speak to other people, because this is a big thing that I'm going to be talking about in a minute before I show my artwork. But this said, finding the light in the darkness, upheaval, because that is going on now. Funny, this was in a magazine this week. Upheaval can create opportunity. Sometimes it's our lowest moments that we get a glimpse of who we can be. And in these lowest moments right now, and this is a fact, in these lowest moments right now that some people are going through, who are feeling down about certain things going on, even with the pandemic, everything that's going on, trying to find the truth of whatever it is, whatever path you're on, in the lowest moments that we get a glimpse of who we can be. I've seen a lot of people at the minute, because of all this information and things getting flung in, things getting flow there, they're showing their true colours. And some of it isn't very pretty. Not very pretty at all. The way they're manipulating people, the way they're manipulating others to think something of someone. And this was with me the other week, because I can talk about this because I'm just saying what I'm observing on YouTube and in real life. It's an experience, so I bring it up, not to slag people off like other people do, to say what's happened, because it may be going on in your life with, certain things, as in, for example, you're seeing a lot of hate coming from people who hate Trump because you're a supporter. blah, 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 blah. You might have a channel of yourself and you're getting a lot of hate on YouTube because of your beliefs and who you support at the minute in these times that's going on. We are the light, and once we do everything through the heart, that's what. Yeah, and there's a lot of people, Susie Q, who'll say, "Oh yeah, we're doing it through the heart," but when you actually go and check them out, they might think they're doing it, and they might be doing bits of it, but when you listen to their tone of voice and their anger within, that's not love, it's anger, because they've still got things within them. You can tell by the way people talk, by the way people do certain stuff, and the tone of voice and the things that they actually say. Yeah, we all get triggered now and again, but when you're constantly going around trying to manipulate people into believing certain things of stuff you're saying about other people, we're not talking about the people, we're talking about as in they, as in stop arguing between people, because we're not the people you should be arguing with. It's the upper highs of who's been doing this, and the old guard that they're bringing down. You're fighting with the wrong people, but these people are putting stuff out to try and manipulate their viewers to, and this goes all over, this isn't just me, it goes all over YouTube, seen it before, and this is just a repetitive pattern. And when they do it, it's like mainstream, because the people in there will believe it. They don't go and check nothing out. They don't want to. Energy does go where focus goes. Yeah, I say that a million times. So instead of taking responsibility of maybe how they're feeling, because maybe someone else is saying something back, or someone's going over them saying so, or whatever it is, that's because they're not taking responsibility for the energy they're putting out and then what they're receiving. Hi, Mark, because like Susie Q's just said, and I've said a lot, what you focus on, you will get back. The law of one, the universe, I've said a million times, when you put something out and you stay in that energy of, if you're hating on something or someone or whatever it is, or it can be anything out there, anything. If you're staying in that, the universe will think, oh, right, so that person loves that drama, whatever it is, because they're constantly focusing on it. So if they're constantly focusing on it, they must love it, because, normally you focus on the things that you love, but the universe doesn't know that. So it just thinks what you're focusing on, a lot of, it'll send you back that. So when people, like I said the other day, think they're getting, oh, why do I always get this happening? It always happens to me. Karma is a bitch or so. No. You're giving yourself karma by not releasing stuff from the past patterns and stuff like that, or you're staying in an energy that the universe is just looking at. Yeah, tenfold. The universe is just looking at and it's going to give you back. You get back what you focus on. So if you try to focus more on the positivity, more on the love, yes, it's hard sometimes, but this is why you have to be a walking meditation. You don't have to be sat meditating in a corner all the time. You can be a walking awake meditation of every time a thought comes in and it's not yours, tell it to go away. Not interested, go and do something you love. To remind yourself every time you think something low, to think, hi again. Said this the other day. You can do it actually being awake. But yeah, some people need attention, they do. But they don't get it when things are happening. Things might happen that they can't understand, and it can be anything. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Danny. So this, but I'll go back into that again in a minute. This is, I wrote on here because I saw this little woman switching on the lights. We're all switching on the light, and they put the sun up there. This is like our higher selves. This to me like represents the stars in the sky, and this is our higher self. The light bulb. Then there was a rainbow. So I put the rainbow coming off a hand because, say this is a spirit realm, it's up here, clouds, ether, heaven, heavenly realm. There's two realms. There's a physical realm and a spiritual realm. We are the rainbow bridge. Left and right. We are the rainbow bridge. We are human, as we all know, and a lot of us say, human being is the many colours of the rainbow. We're all different colours, skin tones and all that, so we're a hue of light. We're light beings, we're not just physical. We all know we're spiritual beings having a physical human experience. And the Hopi's prophecies did say, when I can't remember exactly what it was, but when the world is in turmoil and the animals, this, that and the other, the rainbow tribe will return. Well, we are the rainbow tribe. We are the ones we were waiting for. We all say this all over the tube. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the rainbow tribe. We bridge, because we're connected to Earth. When we talk about grounding, we're connected to Earth, and all the earthly kingdoms, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, including the trees, the plant, my fingers are tingling. All the kingdoms, crystal kingdom, whatever, earthly, right? But we're also connected to our spirit realm. Spirit realm can be, I can say, energies of spirits that have passed us, that have passed soul, beings, other beings, because it's that realm that we don't tend to look at, the consciousness. But we connect that because, like I've said, a bit like a tree, you've got your feet on the ground, your roots on the ground, your branches out to the ether. We are the rainbow bridge. We can connect to source, we can connect to the spirit realms, but we're also connected to Gaia. So we are the bridge. And what a lot of people are forgetting is, it's all right being always up there, I've got to be up there and I'm connecting. That's brilliant, we do that. But we're forgetting, because I'm going to show you a little video, and I thought, exactly. We came here to be human as well, to feel what it was like in a physical vessel. Because up there we are all one. Down here it's quite hard to be all one. We know that's merging because it's about balance. So if it's about balance, it's not being too woo-woo and forgetting that we are actually human as well. And this is what is needed on earth, is remember the compassion, remember the love. Not saying you are all up here, but when you're here, you're just horrible to people. You know what I mean? We are actually, it's always, we're remembering that we're a spirit, we're remembering that we're a being, a multidimensional being. Yeah, but we're also remembering that we are actually human as well. And we did come here to experience the great things we want to experience. Yeah, hue of man, exactly. We are the bridge, and it needs to be balanced. You can't be too woo-woo, and you can't be too in the physical. It's about utilising both within us. Simple, really. So, and I'm talking about, we all know, most of us that are awake all know about, the government, this, that, and the other, social engineering, how they've tried to make us detach ourselves, yes, from the spirit, but also from the human, as in how we forget how we're supposed to be as humans. It is about love, but social engineering, as we know, has made people detach and desensitize themselves. That's why on Facebook they used to do all the videos of like kids fighting and everyone films but nobody helps. The desensitization of all the sexuality stuff they put out, everything's to desensitize the human and turn them into robots, and all that stuff that most people know. So we have also got to remember to be human as well, and what it means to be human. That doesn't mean warring and all that. That's happened because it's been a very masculine, I won't say divine, masculine world. We're going into the 33, Christ consciousness in the house, that's a consciousness. Hi, CJ. The feminine divine energy is here. Like we said, it's not over man, it's just merging, but it is here because it's needed, because man's been more about warring, deceit and all that, that aspect of us. We're not talking about you men out there. We're talking about the energy of it. Now, the divine feminine's coming in. Both needs to merge because, like someone was saying today, I don't know who it was, I think it might have been Soulology. They had a woman on, who does loads of videos, and the lady was, I think it was that they were saying how, it was a lovely, beautiful black lady. Well, she was beautiful, long hair. And I need to find out more about her because she was great. But she said, I think she was called Jamie Willis or something, I can't remember anyway. But she was on, and he said to her, I've noticed there was a lot of a different thing in that, like matriarchal sort of woman in the black community, of the mother being a very strong woman of like, going to church and doing that. And I mean, not them sort of churches, doing this and doing that, and they always went back to the mother. And then he said, a bit like the Native American Indians, the men went out and did the thing, hunter-gatherer, and they did the thing and they did that, and the women were always like it should be, but when the men wanted to be advised on something, the men actually went to I think he said the 13 grandmothers, the wise women, to consult them, Because women are quite wise, men think they're not. And I've had the most jip I get off people on YouTube are men, because I think they look down at women. That's not saying men don't know, they do, but there is a divineness of women, of the knowing. That's why they were called witches, and then they got burnt at the stake and all that, because of the, women are a bit more woo-woo. And men are finding themselves more now in the feminine divine energy, and that's why they've twisted it in society. That's why they've always put out, I'm not looking at chat at the minute, that all this transgender and transsexual stuff, and changing, getting kids into it more and more, as we know why, because it's pushing it. It's really out there. It's about the divine masculine and the divine feminine merging together as one. They're trying to twist it as in men need to be women, women need to be men, twisting it all up, as we know. Michelle Obama, we know. Not really bothered what she is, it's just the fact that they don't tell the truth. Do you know what I mean? We all know how it's twisted and it's all upside down. They use anything from the divine and they twist it and they push it. Woo-woo women. Yeah, woo-woo women. So, yeah, just went off on a tangent then. Just lost my train of thought and I was like, what? So it's about balance. I don't know. I think he watches. Don't know, JP. Don't know. I think he listens in and watches. So there's all that going on. Yeah, he does, Laurie, but it's coming, do you know what I mean? None of that's going to matter when what's coming out with that, Apple, Twitter, Facebook went in front of the Senate. Some senators full of demon rats lies. The 3 techno rats are fudge. Yeah, they do. It's all coming out, you know what I mean? They're all going down anyway. They can say what they want, put what they want out. I used to like woo-woo Deanie back in my cocktail. Oh yeah, woo-woos. I like woo-woos. Woo-woo drinks. So, yeah. It's all about balance and actually remembering that we are human too. And like I said, there's a lot of dark around at the minute, but it's good because it reminds me of this book. Remember the little soul and the sun? He wanted to experience him being the light, because he was the light when he was in the heavenly realms, because everyone was the light there, like a little candle, it said in the book. So he had to come to earth to experience the dark. How he had to experience the contrast of him being light, because he couldn't see he was light, with everyone else who was light. He had to come to earth and have the contrast, which is dark. That's the only way he knew he was the light, like most of us do. Only when does a lot of this darkness come, and a lot of people creeping out the woodwork, and a lot of people bringing their dark energy, do you know you're the light? But the light shines better in the dark. So the dark can come because the light will shine stronger and the light will win, because the dark can't really overtake the light, because when the light is shone on the dark gets pushed back. It's just we've had this illusion. Yeah, I mean, yes, there's been dark, but they've pushed stuff for people to believe in certain stuff. Like I said, there's more of us than there is of them. That is such the most beautifulest Christmas present you could buy for a child, even for yourself, because it's such a short, beautiful story, and it's a derivative, or whatever you call it, from the adult book, Conversation with God, and it's absolutely beautiful. So even get it for yourself, because when you read it, you just like, it tells you the people that come in your life that are against you or seem against you, whether you believe in this or not, look at it as, this is what I'm learning. Like these people that have been trying to, do stuff on me lately, it's all to push you, I believe now, to see how you'll react, because we're going through a new stage, a rebirth of what's coming in, this new way. Is a new earth, which will become a new world, because the world is totally different to the earth. The world is what they've projected and the illusion they projected, but we're going to take that back and we're going to project our love and what we want on the world that we make material, but the earth will always be here. If we want to go to a new way, we have to drop old patterning. We have to drop repetitive patterning. Now, what happened to me the other week with certain people doing silly videos and stuff, yes, I showed a few videos of what they did, and a few things they were saying, because they were saying certain stuff, for example, like, oh, Dolly's asked for, donations and that, I don't do it, and then go and look on that channel and they've been asking for money to go to America in the bio, not saying it, but hidden in the bio. A bit like Trump said, everything has to be transparent. But when, and I'm speaking of this because this is an experience that happened to me, so I want to share it so I can talk about it as the truth. When those people come at you in life, now is the time, because we want changes, to look at it and actually think, do I really need to get into this? Because it seems like to me as a bit of a test to see if you're going to go back in your old sort of ways of doing stuff, like getting really mad and like something you might have done in the past, and then you've got to sit back and think, no, because it's that thing, innit? What you focus on brings more in. You've got to sit, this is why they say you've got to sit back and go, does this really affect my life? Does it really bother me? Is it like, I know myself anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Is it relevant? No, it's not relevant. So eject button, ping, not really bothered. And that's how you do it. Yes, I want change. Yeah, Danny, this is how you do it. Anything that comes in now, breathe, sit back and think, right, how would I have normally reacted to that? Because me personally normally would have got really angry, even a few years ago. Maybe put a silly video together like they did. Hi, Teacher Smith, whoop. And I didn't, I just showed a little snippet of what someone was saying because it was absolutely hilarious. Especially about certain someone that everyone's getting triggered about. Probably would have asked this person to come on a live stream and like just been like, blah, 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 blah. But I just thought, what's the point? Because that's just perpetuating that energy. And then what these people do is, all over, by the way, in real life as well, they want you, I call it ping-ponging, they want you to ping-pong, like, they did this, they did that, ping-pong, 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 and it just keeps you in the same energy, and it brings you down. We're not trying to be brought down, we're trying to be lifted up, because all that, when people do that, no matter how they do it, happens on all different levels, is people wanting to stay in that energy, and that energy is dark anyway. That's not what you call moving forward. That's an old energy form of how can we go in a new world. People talk about new earth and a new world. When you're doing that thing of perpetuating stuff, keeping it in an old pattern, calling people, keeping in anger, when that's what we're trying to get away from. So that isn't a solution. You're just perpetuating that old stuff, and that's even what mainstream do. Mainstream mafia media, do you know what I mean? Medieval media. Best reaction is no reaction. Yeah. They're projecting. I just say eject that. The knowing of what we really are. Yeah. And that's looking at knowing what you really are. That isn't you. That isn't really you. That's just when your emotions get up because someone said something. That's what most people do. That's why most people probably would, some people, when they find out the truth about Trump, the real truth, not the false truth that's going about, they might not want to apologise for it or go, oh, I was wrong. There'll be loads of people that have, because loads of people are turning to Trump now and realising it's not what they thought it was because they've actually done the real research. And I feel sorry for people. Some people are just stuck in that energy and they can't get out because they don't know how to get out. You've got to take a step back and think, is that really me? No. Yeah, water off a duck's back. Exactly. Is that really me? No, this is why I'm talking about it. So, if there's people out there, you can hear that. Hi, everyone. How many more people are waking up? If there's any positive to this COVID that people are beginning to question and research, yeah, they are. And it's just every day. Like I've said, every day. But like I said, the people who talk about having a new earth and a new world, yeah, they do that sort of stuff. It's like that isn't what we want to go into. We don't want to go into that same old energy of doing all that stuff, except only respect. Yeah, and you've got to respect yourself, and you've got to love yourself, and you've also got to put boundaries up. And it's just reminded me that there was, don't know where they are. Where are they? Oh yeah, cards that came out also. Before I show my artwork, But you know, people have got to move away from that. We are the bridge, and we bridge our human self and the physical world to the non-physical world, which is the spirit world. It's about balance. It's not being too up there. Oh, I meditate all day long and I'm this and I'm that and I'm there and I'm never in this world. I don't want to be around here. I don't want to be. Yeah, well, it's about being in both, because you are in both. You can't say, oh, you're also saying up there. No, it's about balance. That's how I see it. It's about balance. It's about balancing them two out. So like I said, it's about balancing your human self out. If you're only up here and you're trying to be all connected up there and you're only trying to be there, what happens to this then? Because then that's not working. To me, that's how I see it anyway. So this morning, these cards came out. So it might resonate with some of you what's going on. And I've not had these cards out for ages, so we'll have to look in the book. But I decided to pick the Crystal Spirits Oracle Guidebook up. And we got, just let me find it. We got Dave Knight was on the Robin lifting the lid earlier. That's progress, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'm not really into David Icke. Yes, he's got a lot of truth out. Some of the stuff I'm like, does he know about certain stuff? I think he was even coming round to the idea of Trump, because he thought it was the other side. And, you know, it's what you look into. But we can't say that. He might not just be, you know, some people don't realise what's going on. You know, 17 thumbs up. So let me... And I will talk about the plan in a minute at some point through this. I said I'd be on for a bit, so people are not getting I mean, I know Teacher Smith knows me. When she met me, I don't know when it was, the other year, when I was talking about this. So I'm wondering if Teacher Smith is still there. Can you see the thing that I've been talking about? Funny. I've got a plan, yeah. So this one is Raw Morganite. Raw Morganite, which is this picture. It's got a face in it, if you can see it. Top 46. It says, Raw Morganite. Sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness. No matter how hard the rock, over time water can alter it, making a path where there was none before. The appearance of this crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. Yeah, exactly, Cheryl. Well, you can wake up to bloody Alex Jones. He did have truth in, but he's been known as a traitor. But it's not, this is why people get so mixed up with people. It's not who woke you up, how you woke up, what information you got. As long as you keep moving and it's taking you to, it's making you happy as well and you're seeing the light, it doesn't matter. People get so angry about, oh, you got the information from it, oh, you're stupid because this, that and the other. I'd love to know where they got theirs from. Everyone goes about go within. Yes, it is, but people start somewhere. And the people who say that started somewhere as well, reading something or looking at something. So that doesn't lie with me at all. I'm here, you're my inspiration. You were the beautiful being that opened my eyes. And now I can't stop seeing. Oh, thank you, Teacher Smith. I did go to something where Teacher Smith was doing, I was doing a course with Teacher Smith and she was like my teacher. And I just couldn't shut up about this stuff because that's how it comes out. And yeah, so... Thank you. Gentleness. There is no need to be forceful when you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. All these people trying to be forceful. Allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal spirit. Exactly, Susie Q. That's one of the biggest, the pandemic is one of the biggest things that woke them up, because what a lot of people don't know is even though they put it out on that side, the Q team knew it'd wake a lot of people up of all the stuff. That's why people get mixed up with Trump and Fauci. I can never say his name. Oh, Fauci. Oh, well, he must be side of, he's the side with Bill Gates and all that because of Fauci. No, he just put him up there so you could see what he was doing. Trump didn't say it. He let him do it, but people don't understand. He does it to let them give them rope to hang themselves because they're saying it. Trump hasn't said it. So that's what people need to adjust to. Hi, Michael. So, yeah. We are still evolving. People think they're awake and that's it. They're at some top level. You'll always be evolving. Always be evolving. So, appears in the raw unpolished form, finding strength in knowing that you do not have to engage in battles, because these were my cards, remember. I don't have to engage in these silly battles that are going on of low vibing people, because why would I want to dim my light? Because that's what I'd have to do. I'd have to go down a bit, you know, like I said, we're balancing, but why would I want to come down from where I vibe at to lower myself to someone else's level of that sort of level, which I don't want to be in? I'm coming away from that. Engage in battles that serve no one. They don't serve me. I don't even think they really serve them. This is the message I'm trying to give you. If it doesn't serve you and doesn't make you happy, don't get involved in it. You are able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you right now. Your exquisite sensitivity will serve you well, for it allows you to see things that they are. The conscious universe will be gentle with you, and raw Morganite spirit is here to let you know that you are not alone and you have a solid foundation beneath you. Because remember, we're in both worlds. You can't be all too airy-fairy. So express your gifts, which I'm about to express in a bit, and compassion. You are stronger than you know. Thank you, Cheryl. You all are as well. Because this person I'd noticed had also said that my chat is full of demons. I was like, whoop, whoop. That's because the demons are within you. Those in glass houses. You only project what you are. So, you know. And then we got the diamond. The diamond. I've managed to wake up so many people up since I met you, and it's beautiful to see so many more awakening up, and researching YouTube has helped me so much. It has, Teacher Smith. People go on about how evil YouTube is and the social media. It was, because it was spying on us, this, that and the other, and all the things that we know is going on with the kids and blah, blah, blah. We all know that. But it's a good thing because we're all communicating. They couldn't stop that. Their technology they put out against us is working against them now. So we all wouldn't be in communication with what's going on. And like I said, when people do the research properly, they understand. What I will say is, like I've said before, don't stay in the rabbit holes. You go through all the different stages of change and the different researching and the different stages of your emotions, anger and all that. That's all it is when I said reacting, is when something's bubbling up, because when someone says something, your chemicals start bubbling up. That's when you've got to react. That's when you've got to think, no, breathe, calm down. Does it really affect? No, so leave it. And the researching thing is when you go through, hi Effie, when JP and everyone who's in, hi Sky, when you go through searching the truth of whatever you're on at, wherever you're at, you don't have to be awakened by Q. Like I said, people need to understand it was just another tool to help more people wake up and realise how you discern the truth, how you research properly and question everything. You will see things you don't like, but you have to get past that. You know, you'll go through all them stages. You have to get past that, you know. Demons, this is the nicest chat I found on YouTube. Thank you, Mark. I know it's a nice chat. These people who say that are very dark people, because if anyone of the right mind came in this chat and saw this chat, they'd see it was a lovely chat. But people get jealous. How can you look at the chat and how the chat normally is, apart from when a few bridge trolls under the bridge come in? How do you look at someone's chat and say, that's a dark chat? Of how you all get on in chat, even when I'm not trying to look because it distracts me from what I'm saying. Where does that say someone's mindset's at? You know, and this is what all this is about. It's all about mindsets. And like I said, when you're researching the truth, you will go through many different stages of emotions. But when you start researching even the bad stuff, you start to realise why certain things were done. Even with the horrible stuff, because certain high up families, they've abused their children, their blah, 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 all that stuff. I don't go into talking about that because it's all out there if you choose to go and look at it. But you start to think, oh yeah, I wouldn't do it. You know, a lot of them are brainwashed, MK Ultra, all that. We've been all MK Ultra because we've been brainwashed, but we break free from it, and it's been hard for some people on that side who didn't want to do it. But you start to see what's been what, why they've lied in the past, why they've tried to cover things up about history, World War One, Two, and all that. Everybody knows when they go and research. It's not for just a couple of people who know, like a few people on YouTube, like I said, were shouting out about me and think they're the only ones that are waking up to certain things, and it's only for them to know, and they're going around calling other people because they're showing their path and their awakening, and people are getting mad about it. It's not about that. But when you do research and you start putting the jigsaw pieces together and thinking, wow, this is bonkers crazy, batshit crazy, but actually it's amazing as well because of what we are finding out about ourselves and our true history, and what we are going to find out, you know, what's in the Vatican. The Vatican's been taken down, the Pope's been taken down, we all know that. And the true histories will be taught again. But apart from all that, people screaming out about how long is it going to take? Why aren't we seeing Hillary? Like I've said before, these people scream out because they're impatient. I've been waiting a long time. A lot of people have been waiting a long time. Know how big this is, and know you have to have the right justice system in. You can't just, I've said this yet the other day, you can't arrest people and have a nefarious justice system in which it's always been. It's not going to work, is it? So you have to take all these systems down first, which that's what was happening a few years ago before all this is happening now. So when they do get arrested, you are going to see tribunals and certain stuff going on over the time. It ain't just going to come out like that, but you're starting to see the trickle effect of what's happening, you know, before you start seeing Hillary and all that. But people don't understand. They're too impatient. Too impatient. Why aren't we seeing this? Why aren't we seeing that? Go and learn. Go and research again how big this is worldwide. And then realise how big the plan was. And then realise how many years this had to come in from JFK or even before. People don't think, do they? Because they want everything now, 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 now. Well, it's coming. It's coming. You are an operator because you speak wonderfully. Thank you, Michael. So yeah, so the diamond card. I'm off on one again. So this is number 20. Number 20 says, shine bright like a diamond. Essential meaning of the diamond. Remember what I said about facets and different faces of facets we have? As A.G. Barr said, things take time. They do. But people are always in a rush. Rush, rush, rush. Why is this not happening? Why is that not? Even the people who go on about, who are putting out about Nazar and a Gazara, I can never say it right, with maybe money coming back, which I think will in the end from wars and that, because it weren't exactly our fault. We shouldn't be paying for taxes that we didn't make, that they made, and that's why they do it. They go on about, where's my money coming from? You shouldn't be thinking like that. If we get it, we get it. Or if it comes down in free energy or whatever it is, what then people who will be getting that first are veterans and the children and the people who need it first. Like really, really vulnerable. And the people who should get it back, like the veterans who went to war for what? To kill the good, strong men off and do certain jobs for them. The priceless gift of time and pressure, obviously, because overtime and pressure, is it coal or whatever, is made into a diamond. Combined beauty and strength arising from the trials and challenges, the right use of power, because over time, we are diamonds, by the way, if you want to look at it in a metaphor. We're diamonds. We've been suppressed, pressed down over time, the pressure on us over time. We crack. And then we're like, wow, and we shine our light and we want to speak the truth. We turn into diamonds. It's a bit like what's going on when people talk about the crystalline DNA and all this stuff, if you're into all that. You know what I mean? We are shining now like a diamond. Everybody is. People who are talking truth. Hi, Andy, if you get what I'm saying. Been too suppressed here. Exactly, Laurie. Having children safe is all I ask for. So all this stuff that's coming out is very multi-layered. It's not just about the kids, but one of the biggest things they'd know they'd get in if that people wouldn't stand for is the children. People go on about Trump crossing the red line. Very sick individuals, very sick individuals. Co-creators with our fellow beings. So as co-creators with our fellow beings, we are meant to work together harmoniously. Giving and receiving, taking turns and sharing the work, the credit, the fun and the power of manifestation. Today you are called to claim your power and exercise it with respect. Bit of respect needed, and love for all. Even those who are hard to love, but I think it's got something in here as well. Has it got about... especially those who challenge you. I don't hate the people who challenge me, but I put boundaries up because I don't want to be in the energy. We've all been hoodwinked at the end of the day, and I can't see chat at the minute. You never know what silent struggles people are hiding. I can see what struggles some people have been hiding. They're not looking at me and thinking she may have had some struggles. We've all had trials and tribulations and struggles in life, every single one of you. Some people might look at some people and think yours are not bigger than mine are bigger than yours. You know, it's all that I woke up first and it's all that my mum's bigger than your mum, my dad's better than your dad. All that playground stuff is, if you're hurt in any situation you've been in, and if you've been traumatized and you're in pain, it doesn't matter what situation you've been in might seem more traumatized than others. Pain is pain. The feeling of pain is pain. It's the same. Pain's pain. And your ability to express love is magnified by Diamond Spirit today. To listen to the part of what you that wants to be kind and understanding towards someone who is making it difficult for you to come from your higher self. These people try that. Try to stop you coming from your higher self, telling you you're not coming from your higher self. Your pain does, well, it makes you grow, doesn't it, into a better person because you realise certain things. Diamond Spirit has appeared to let you know that this is a moment to wield your power mindfully. Some people are not doing this mindfully. That's what I said before about people who are putting crap out and they wonder why they get stuff back, because they're not doing it mindfully. They're not sitting back and looking. You have earned wisdom over time as you have suffered. These are my cards, but I know they're going to resonate with loads of you out there because of what's going on. Trump backing cash with gold. Yes, he is. That's what a lot of people don't know. You have earned your wisdom over time as you have suffered much in your life and now are in place of maturity and understanding. That's what we're meant to be doing. Avoid being reactive, for there is strength in quiet. Loving gestures such as willingness to listen or to say, I am sorry that you are in this situation. I am sorry these people are in this situation. And they'll have to learn to rise above their situation and stop blaming others. Often it is these gentle actions that hold the most power. Your ability to move hearts is very strong right now. So even as you maintain, are we listening to the big word? Healthy boundaries. People think to all be in love and light that you're supposed to be open to everything. No, you're supposed to have healthy boundaries, especially right now with the dark that's trying to push things everywhere. Make the choice to own your power and use it with wisdom and grace. In so doing, you align with the conscious universe, who knows the healing power of love and compassion. So that was a good one. And then we are rising frequency, those that control humanity, their existent lesson. Yes, Emmett. Yes, I got that, the gold bit. I think Santa is bit. Oh, are you having a conversation there? The next one I got was turquoise. I'm always talking about turquoise on my little turquoise bracelet there. Turquoise. See the little face? Turquoise. Turquoise is 57. Yeah, no need to, do you mean fuel the fire? Yeah. Well, some people really love drama, don't they? 57 says spiritual war. Yeah, it is a spiritual war, definitely. And in the physical as well, as above, so below, you know, all done in heaven, done on earth, because it's a spiritual war, but it's happening down here as well. Right, turquoise, essential meaning, storytelling, reframing, a different way of perceiving. Each of us can experience the same event, because this is what's happening, the same event differently, because all of us are coming from different vantage points. No two that as you change, so will your perspective. This is why someone said to me ages ago, same person, you're, thank you, you're contradicting yourself all the time. 1 minute you're saying this, 1 minute you're saying, yeah. That's because, yeah, as it says in here, know too that as you change, so will your perspective. Comprende. Comprende. Oh, I don't think it is astral thief, because one's America, because it's America first and then the world. It's actually UK and us then. Well, it comes from over there, and it's a domino effect. One's supposed to be America, and then it's the other one's the world. That's free energy to me. So I personally, that's fine. I just personally don't feed into it. But I can't wait to see the Trump haters. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I know that sounds awful, but I can't wait. Let's see what side we all stood on, you know. And through hundreds and hundreds of hours researching the Gazaragara, the conduit of the New World Order, to implement one world currency, I don't believe in that. Because people are going on about the currency at the minute. It's going to be no money and all that. Well, Trump's bringing gold and silver back. So we're still going to have cash, because in places like India and that, they still work off cash. So they can't just come in and go like that, because it won't work. But even if it is, even if that is a load of twaddle, doesn't really matter, because they know Trump's bringing gold and silver in, so it's not going to work. All I will say, I don't really talk about the Gazara thing. I talk about free energy, the Nikola Tesla, Trump's uncle, Nikola Tesla, free energy, that they've already got the towers up. You think about 5G, think about 5D. That's all I'm saying. You know, and like I said, there's a lot of stuff that gets put out there, and that's why we all get confused. It doesn't even bother me. The Gazara thing, whatever it's called, doesn't bother me. Because it is for the world anyway. It is for the world. It's to help give abundance. So would free energy to the world, and rightly so, because, you know, there's more places that need it, but we all need to be living in abundance equally. You know, there should be no one starving around the world. There should be no one with clean water. There should be blah, blah, blah. But I'm not getting into that, because that's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, each their own and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, advantage points. Know too that you will change, so your perspective will. And the message Turquoise Spirit has for you is that you can change your story, or what happened in the past at any time. You can choose which details to focus on. I don't focus on any of that, because it's not important to me, the Gazara thing. You know, if something did come in, that was whatever, but I just don't focus on that. Focus on and how to interpret events. For you are being encouraged to claim your power as a storyteller. Because remember, it's your universe as well. Make no mistake, storytelling is an awesome power, for no one can take your truth away from you. But you may discover it has more angles than you realised, which it has, angles like a crystal, facets. You know, a lot of people only look at this angle. It's like multi-layered, multifaceted. As we know, this is all multifaceted. But you may discover that it has more angles than you realise. Just as a crystal turned over in your hand has more facets than apparent at first glance. What story will you tell? Will it be one that is heroic and empowering, worthy, and your hard work and efforts to heal what is wounded within you? Rest assured that you can be honest about all that you have experienced and done, yet still write a story that will help you feel that you are strong, wise, and supported by the conscious universe. The truth we all share is complicated. Yep. And the way you tell your truth is up to you. So Turquoise Spirit encourages you to write your story well, in a way that honours, empowers and heals you and gives you strength, even if others may not seem to accept your truth. Tell it anyway, for doing so is a healing act. And that's why I say we're all telling a story. I'm telling my story of, you know, what I think. But that says, you know, tell your story that encourages, write your story well. There's a lot of people out there that aren't writing their story well of what they're doing, because it's the way they're projecting and the stuff they're putting out. It's a story I'd want to pick up and go, don't really like that. It's the attitude in the person. It doesn't come across as very friendly, very loving, very compassionate. Just saying. And then we've got Jasper. is it Mookites? Probably got it wrong. Jasper. Yeah, we all have a story to tell, but it is the way you tell it, you know. You're not really going to go and read a book that's got an absolute load of swearing in it and just absolutely, you know, I don't even know what the word is, like, just constant anger all the way through it. You're not going to enjoy it, really, are you? There's a way of doing certain things. By Astral Thief, I'll get back to you about the email. So what number's this one? 36. This one, just need a drink of water. This one, my distiller's broke down. I've ordered another one. Can't be doing with tap water with fluoride, and that's awful. It tastes horrible. Risk, adventure, new experience, exploring the unknown territory, calming, personal power. That's what I was talking about before. Yeah, but that's the thing, Susie Q. There's a lot of people who go, "Oh, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing either." And I've a lot of people going about, I've been researching for 60 years. Well, I don't mean you, but there's a lot of people go, I've been researching this long, the New World Order. I don't research that. A lot of it's a crack of poo. And a lot of people are still in that energy. And I don't talk about that because I'm not into it. And I don't push it. And I'm not getting at you. But I'm saying there's a lot of people out there who go, oh, this is what I say about so-called new people coming in. And we're like, people with fresh eyes to see what's been going on with the Q thing and this, that, and even what they're bringing in. Like I said, I'm not really concerned about that. That's not what I talk about. I've mentioned it, the Gazara thing, but I'm not interested because whatever they're pushing anyway, you know, over what's coming out, it's all going to go down the pan anyway, you know, with all the booms that are coming out with certain stuff. So it doesn't, you know, there's a lot of stuff that was put out years ago to make you think certain things today. And that just depends what, you know, what you've been looking at and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all good. That's all good, you know. But you've got to remember there's a lot of people out there who have researched and they get stuck in a lot of stuff and they can't see what's coming forward because that side did push a lot of stuff for the New World Order to make you think they knew this time was going to come when the people rose. So they have put stuff out in books and things that you research that have not got the truth in. So when everyone sees someone coming along like Trump, they think it's the same side of the coin, for example, and it's not. It's totally different. But yeah, you know, that's your story. Everyone's got the story, and that's fine. That is fine. Yes, exactly, critical thinker. So it says, these seemingly safe road is not the one to take right now. For your soul is on a path of healing and wants you to experience fulfillment and joy. And it is about healing and it's about fulfillment and joy. Yeah, a lot of people have had the time to research because we've all been at home, which has been good. But you do have to be careful who you're following, what you're watching, this, that, and the other. You know, and you've also got to remember we're all psychic. We've all got psychic abilities. You've got to be careful of other people's thoughts that are floating about as well. Because there's a lot of people out there that are putting stuff out and it's not true, especially about Trump. And they'll say the psychic because I've seen someone, Alison, I don't know what her name is on YouTube. She does the cards and all that. She brought up the other day, I'm not going to say what her name is, you probably know her. She started talking about Trump again, saying about when he was ill and, oh, he's still ill and needs to rest and, you know, it's this, that and the other and oh, this vaccine he's brought out. What did she say? He's been, you know, he's experimenting on the, he's not experimenting. A president of the United States isn't going to let someone experiment with drugs on him. He wasn't ill anyway. It was all this other stuff. You know, she doesn't know about the Q plan. She doesn't know the coding. She said, oh, he says certain things because she doesn't know the coding. You know what I mean? But she's supposed to be spiritual and psychic and all this, and the cards were telling her this, that, and the other, and it's just, and she even put up that Joe Biden was a good person. She's obviously not seen the videos of him mauling children and all that. So, you know, but like I said, Susie Q, you don't have to keep going on about it in chat. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I don't talk about that stuff, so, you know. So we'll drop that chat because that's not what I'm talking about. We're all trying to heal. Moonkite Jasper Spirit is here to tell you that the life is meant to be lived, to be adventurous. And this is what I'm talking about with the whole thing about remember how to be human as well at the end of the day. Do not hold back to protect yourself from getting hurt. For this crystal has appeared to encourage you to take the leap, take the risk, and draw confidence from knowing you have the conscious universe as your ally, as a lot of us do. Let go of your worries and your old beliefs. I'm not worried. I'm not infirm. I'm not worried about. I don't worry. I've never been a worrier. Your old beliefs about the dragons that await for you if you dare to step out into the unknown. Risk taking is required now, and you are fully supported in saying no to playing it safe. Moonkite Jasper Spirit's message is the adventurer before you is one of discovery, and wondrous gifts await you. New ideas, new partners, new experiences, new possibilities for achieving what you desire. Be bold and venture forth. Venture forth. This is why I say it's all right saying people knew this and that ago. Like I said, if you know about the universal law, what you focus on comes in. You've got to be very talking about dragons. Have you seen these dragons? My mum lives in Wales at the minute, and by the way, all the bullshit about Wales and the police being on the borders. My sister went down there, came back, stayed for a few days. Nobody's on the border. These little Welsh dragons. Little Welsh dragons. Little Welsh dragons. Oh yes. Little Welsh dragons. And this little Welsh dragon. So, good morning, Julie. Good evening, I mean. Good morning. So, I'm going to get to my drawings in a bit. So was that what one? Yeah. So those were those cards. And, yeah, little cute dragons they were. I think I got, yeah. Did I get some out? Yes, I got some out. 3 cards out of my Keepers of the Light deck. And we got in order Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Got to walk your talk. There's a lot of people talking. I was to say there's a lot of people walking and talking, but they're not walking the talk because they go on about love and this, that and the other, and it's not what I'm seeing. Freya, phases and cycles. We're going through these phases and cycles we all go through. We all know climate change isn't real. We all know that Greta Thunberg, whatever her name is, you know, they're pushing that. We all know that. There's phases, cycles of nature, things that are going on. There's phases of every generation that tries to rise, and we haven't. This time we're doing it. This time has never happened. This time we're doing it. We're doing it. Like I said, the world's waking up. These people, or so-called people, can't carry on their secret societies when the world knows, because it's meant to be a secret. It's not a secret. You can't do your secret things underground, wherever it is, behind closed doors, when everybody knows. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Well, this is what's happening. The illusions are being revealed, and when the illusions have been revealed, we have to release everything and let the stuff go of the old phases and cycles, your repetitive patterns, your patterns of behaviour, your old routines of the things we're trying to let go of. It's hard. Me and my fella are trying to do certain things, you know. We'll do something and something falls down, then we go right, we'll do it again, but we're doing it. Do you know what I mean? We're conscious, you know, we're being conscious of it. We're like, yeah, well, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. Sometimes we'll eat, like, I went from vegan and I went to vegetarian, and I've had a bit of chicken lately and stuff like that, just because I felt like, I don't know why I felt like before, if I felt like it, but I don't know if anyone else is having this, and that doesn't matter. That's not for to someone say someone's higher up because you're doing this or you're eating that. People have got to realise it's all right, people going on other channels like Charlie Freak, and there's people slagging Charlie Ward off and Charlie Freak and all that. It's not that I resonate with everything everybody says. I just like to take bits of information I like, but if people going about fruitarians, all that, and yes, I know about being more alkaline and all that, and I tried, but it's all right if people live in certain countries and they've got fruit trees in the back garden. That's not really happening in the UK at the minute. But people have got to realise, even what they say is organic, it's not, half of it's not organic, or it's still got stuff in it, or the one of the silent wars is they've got us through everything food wise. Your cleaning stuff is full of killer flipping chemicals that gives you cancer and stuff like Alzheimer's and all that, because if you read the label on the back and you actually go and research those long words that nobody knows, that's why, you'll see what it can give you. So chemical warfare's in your house. It's all the chemicals you use on you when you're cleaning. So all these mad cleaners who've got OCD and all that, be careful what you're using. Try and use something a bit more neutral, natural. So it's all right, people trying to say they think they're on a high level, oh, I'm only a fruitarian, or I'm vegan. Well, you need to know that vegans got into as well with the things that the food that they put out there. Even though, yes, I do believe it's about eating less meat or maybe no meat in the future, but people aren't just going to do it like that. And at the end of the day, if your body craves something a little bit, like the Native American Indians, I think they ate from, fruit and things that given us. And I think every now and again they'd have a bit of meat, but not to the consumption we have it today. But what I have noticed is if I am eating it, sorry to say, if you're eating, it just goes right through me. Don't know if anyone's having it that. And I've heard a lot of people saying, even people I know that are meat eaters are going, oh, I'm feeling, yes, fasting is the key. And my dad does intimate, what do you call it, when you don't eat so much in the morning, breaking your breakfast and all that. A lot of us know about that, but what I'm trying to say to people is, people shouldn't think they're higher up because they're doing certain stuff. People are trying, and I just think as long as you're trying, but remember we're different as well. So what might suit one person might not suit another at the time, but yeah, intimate, yeah, what Susie Q just said, yeah, exactly. So yeah. How long have you been clean? What do you mean? Clean as in what? And then the next one the last one we got is I've not been totally clean eating. That's one of my things. Vegan mass produce substitute foods are disgusting. They are, and that's what a lot of vegans don't get. They saw a lot of people turning, vegetarian, vegan, raw. So when they see a movement, knowing that, people are trying to move away from meat because of the consumption of meat is too, as we all know, they'll bring stuff out and go, oh, look at these new vegan burgers that are in McDonald's, or this new vegan range. And it's crap as well. It's processed shit. You know what I mean? If you're making your own, it's better. But this is what I mean. They get us on every level anyway. But the people who do that are trying, especially the people who don't know about that. It is hard. I have kids in the house that don't want to. My youngest one, probably a little starseed, that one is, he said he's allergic to meat. He doesn't really eat that much meat. My eldest one, who's like 20, I can't really tell him what to eat. I can't tell him that he can't, do you know what I mean? But hopefully that'll all come through. Oh, we've got trolls in the house. Oh, it's probably off that side, because they like to know the ins and outs of everything. And, so then they can go and mock something up or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is they want to go and do. Judging all the time, you see. Mercury, open communication. This, by the way, is a healing symbol. It's a healing symbol. Get a weight off your chest. I always do, but not in a nasty way. Speak up with love and be heard. I didn't even say what it said. I had to be totally clean. They lie about the organic. Yeah, they do. We have winters here, so we can only use... Yeah, I mean, the things that they spray and stuff, we all know that. So it's all right for people to say, oh, yeah, I got to be eating this. It's like, yeah, but at the minute, until we have clean stuff, properly clean water, that's why Trump was bringing the farmers back in, because of what they were trying to do with all the food, as they were trying to take, the real seeds away. So we'd only be having, like, no seeds, basically, unless we were doing as they're told, like a Chinese communist state, you know what I mean? Just saying. Just another guy, but yeah, you got to watch people in chat, stealth, you've got stealths in here, stealths, you can have your reject button. They come in when they see the light, and you get a lot of people off other channels pretending to be people, do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Grow your own. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, Susie Q. It's all right, people saying grow your own. You can, but they take a long time to grow. It depends what part of the country you live in, because not everything always grows properly. Or in the UK, we don't always get dead good weather. Hi, Kelly Yates. Kelly, I don't know if you still got my number, but hi Rachel. I had to get a new phone, so I lost some of my WhatsApp numbers. So WhatsApp me because we'll have to have a chat, catch up. There's a Kelly from ages ago, when I was on YouTube, so it's nice to see you in as well. I'm doing good. I'm always doing good. So, right, I'm going to show you some of my artwork now, because, like, you know, I've done enough yakking and all that. All I'm saying is I haven't sent it me. Yeah, I'll send it you after this. So, like I said, I'm not bothered, because when it comes down to it, yeah, polytunnels are great. Yeah, I think people will start naturally going back to try and do that. I've got a good sized garden, so I'm going to try it next year again. I did grow some potatoes once, and I've got wild strawberries just popped up from nowhere in my garden. They're taking all over. I thought, brilliant. I know they take next year, they'll be a bit bigger, but they just sprouted from nowhere, which was great. I was like, thank you, I love strawberries. I don't know if you can get. I want some fruit trees and stuff, but yeah, I've got a decent sized garden, and I've grown sweet corn, potatoes, got strawberries in now. Tomatoes I grew from seed, they were brilliant. So yeah, I did love it actually. I did love it. Just another guide. Run your positivity energy is amazing. Thank you. This is what I try and bring. If I try and bring anything, it doesn't matter if people believe in what I'm saying or blah blah blah. They believe Q in Q and they're not a Trump supporter. It doesn't really matter. I'm trying to bring the energy because I believe energy is needed for what's about to go down. And like I was saying to my sister today, we were talking about stuff of how young ones are feeling. We don't want people feeling they can't go on. They're not understanding. They want to give up, especially in the times of the pandemic. So another reason why that was put out there was to make people feel like they're lonely, to separate people because we're social beings, to have people not know what's going on, to be confused. So people commit suicide, and I'm sure people have because they don't understand what's going on, which is evil what they've done. You know, to show people that they know something's going on a lot, because we know the world's waking up, but they know something's going on. They get a bit. You get a bit depressed if you think it's only you and your family's not listening. And when you come and find a channel, not just me, because there's loads of beautiful people doing this on YouTube and different platforms, you know you're not alone. So when you come into a chat and you see beautiful people like Earth Angels in chat, that's what I'll call you, all there in chat, getting on with each other, no arguing. Like I said, you get the odd trolls in now and again, but they'll wake up at some point. Getting on with each other, beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And got the reveller in the house. You've just been promoted because someone's getting de-promoted or whatever you call it, but promoted because you would just make me laugh. You make me laugh. You know what I'm talking about. I feel you. Yeah, you make me laugh. Especially when you come in under a different names, you make me laugh. Let them talk. Let them talk. You keep going on with your energy. I do. Nothing will dim my light because of the faith I have in what's going on. And it's not just in the spiritual realm, it's in the earthly realm. As I said, you've got to remember you are human too. So it's a spiritual warfare, but it's on earth as well. So the people who say, don't look, I'm not into the whole spiritual stuff of, you know, it's hard to explain. It's, yes, we've got to focus on the good and all that, and we bring it in because we manifest, but it has manifested in this. The upheavaling of us seeing our shadow self is happening now. But we still are human, so we still care for the human physical side. It's just that the physical, hi Debbie, the physical, this is what I said, the world, don't matter where you think we live, flat, round, square, star shape, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. I call it a realm. The realm where we reside, the world that they try to project to us is fake. You know, you've got to learn this way, you've got to do this way, you must do it. We know it's fake when you research, and we know it doesn't add up. I'm not saying everything's fake, but the world they try to project, see it as, you know them little domes you get? You know the domes you get in a kid's bedroom, and it has the stars. I mean, that's why I think we're on a realm with a dome and all that. The stars that go around, and they project on the ceiling. Well, it's as if they're like bouncing the world off, you know, them walls down to us. They project out to us what they want us to see by the means of TV, basically TV, radio, films, of how they want us to believe the world is, and there's a lot of hate going on at the minute. That's why the news is always bad, to keep you down in a lower frequency, because they don't want you to rise, but it's happening. So the world, this is what we say when people don't understand. Oh, what do you mean the world's an illusion? What do you mean it's a hologram? What do you mean it's not real? What do you mean it's the Matrix? It isn't real, because the shit they project is not real. The earth is real. I can go out and smell the earth and hug a tree and play in the dirt like my kids were to death. Well, my son and my sister's son, and running around and nature and all that stuff. That's all real. That'll always be here. But the world they project through social media, social engineering, of what they want us to believe something is, a bit like hence what they want us to believe Trump is, which isn't, if you're actually awake to that, isn't real. It's all a massive projection. All of it. Yeah, it's the media, exactly. And on the Q map, it says in the 1950s, the TV was brought in to be I'm looking for it now. Let me see if I can find it. I always get mixed up with the word. Here it is. When people moan about, when's this going to happen, when's that going to happen, realise how big it is. See if you could put a plan better together, because I don't think you could on your own, for all the people out there who think they're, the bee's knees. Let me find it. So, TV. Oh, Bill Gates, Microsoft's on it. Where is it? So, TV. Where is it? Alex Jones is on here as well. Television. The television was introduced in the 1950s, as most of us know, as an alpha state hypnosis. Yes, predictive programming. Alpha state hypnosis, because what they did was, when they brought the TV out and everyone used to start sitting in front of it, who could afford a TV, they started to see that when they put stuff out and projected on the TV, people started believing it. And there was good reporters back in the day, but those reporters are not necessarily good, or a lot of reporters do as they're told. So, yeah, Bill Gates, I know, he's going anyway. They'll all be wiped off the earth, I'm telling you. Gitmo. You only have to go and look at how many planes have been going in and out of Gitmo, and Gitmo was extended by Trump, and people still don't get it. But like I said, the television, Televising Visions, introduced in the 1950s alpha state hypnosis. So everyone believes the TV. Back in the day, they probably did, report on some of the truth, but it's not like that today. It's one-sided. You only have to look at Trump, for example. Every TV station around the world, everything on Netflix, the Borat thing, and that's all fake with Rudy Giuliani, by the way. It's not unbiased, he's biased. It's Trump, hate. And that's how you can tell it's bullcrap. And a lot of people say, who think they're awake and are very asleep, say, yeah, but it's the other side of the coin, they're just putting that out there. They wouldn't have let her lose and got Trump in to do all this over the past 3 years and getting people pissed off and rising. They would have just let her win if that was the case. They're not going to out themselves. It doesn't work like that. Oh, it's ridiculous, So, yeah. Now, Mr. Revel, you've got a wrench there. Don't get too giddy with it. Because sometimes we get giddy and we chuck people out that by mistake. So, just you be... All right. Hi, TJ. So... yeah, brainwashing, exactly. And it's funny you should say that, Emmett Rising, because, when I said before about, Obama wasn't the best president, though, was he? Obamacare? Don't think so. He's the one with the bushes and all them lot who's, under his regime, kids were getting trafficked. because all that stuff that happened, if people actually take the time of day to go and look, the cages weren't in Trump's presidency, they were under Obama's. And since Trump's come in, you haven't heard of ISIS anymore, have you? Strange, that. Very strange. So like I said, anyway, I'm going to show my art now, because I said, you know, I'm reserving my energy for next week. Because it's the election. Whoop, whoop. So we're going to have a look at some of my art. I'm going to get loads of artwork across here. I was actually, oh, Big Mike, don't even get me started on Big Mike. I am going to be doing a few more arty things. And if anyone would like to send their pictures of art to me, I will be able to show them on my computer. So that will be nice in the future, because I think I'm going to do that. Oh, have we got another somebody in the house? Please, Dolly, don't be rude. Sorry, you're rude. Go and learn about your beloved Obama bummer. Don't think so. I don't think so. We don't stand for Obama heads in here. I'm sorry. You need to go do your research. Yeah, we're all about the media. What they see, what's not. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, yeah, we're going to have... I did it ages ago where I had a top. I think I've still got it. I called it something art. Can't remember. But I thought if people wanted to join in, because art is healing, because I'm going to read you something in a minute before I show you my art. On my other computer, if people email me, I should be able to get my emails off there if I hook that up, and I'll be able to go on Streamlabs and show you other people's art, you know, a bit like Tony Art and all that. Dolly, I sent you my art. I know you did, but the thing is, I can't show it on my phone on here. I have to go on my other computer to show art if I can show it properly to the people of worth showing it, if you get what I'm saying. So, not on my phone on here. I'd have to set the computer up and all that. I haven't done that yet, so yeah. So you know what I mean. So I will be doing that when I get that set up. Then I'll let you know. And if people want to send in their artwork to show other people, you know, what's coming through them and all that, then we'll do that. So I'm just going to read out of a book something I found, because I know, and a lot of other people know, that artwork of any form, art in any form, dance or anything, but I draw and stuff obviously, is a form of your higher self, your divine, coming through you, working through you, and coming out of you into the physical, using physical material through your hands to do things with. Do you know what I mean? So I know that. So I just wanted to read a little bit of a paragraph sort of out of this saying. Let me have a look. And this is about art and healing. Just let me find this bit. As you draw, your consciousness, prana, the energy, you know, physical body and paper and pencils will be linked in an alchemic, I can never say it, healing process. Healing, alchemy, because everything's alchemy, this is what we're doing, is magical transformation that occurs when the artist consciously focuses and directs prana through the body, out of the hands and fingers, and along with his or her individual inspired soul consciousness into corporeal, I don't know, materials, meaning such as pencils and paper, paints, you know, so on and so forth. All true sacred art is alive. That's why I've always said it has healing properties with the spiritual energies of the maker. If open and receptive, the maker is inwardly changed by the creative act, just as a viewer of these spiritually energized symbols is changed. Like, this is on other artwork, but basically, I've always said that. So, you know, yeah, it shows yourself to the universe. So artwork is my form of meditation. That's how I do it. It's been very healing for me, and I know it's healing to others. People will look at people's artwork and sometimes they see something different, and sometimes they don't know why they like it, but it is healing. So I'm just going to show you a few bits before I show you some pictures. So most of you have seen this painting that's not even finished. Story goes with this one quickly is this was a painting I drew last year before I started seeing orbs. And I see orbs without the camera as well. And I thought it was just like, because it does look like snow. And 2 months after, and a lot of people saw this online when I might check with this light if I switch it off in a minute, if they do come in, but the energy, the prana around us, whatever you want to call it. 2 months after, that's when it started happening last year. The awakening to that. And then this one was the beautiful sort of angelic, you know, the faces that I tend to do. And yes, they are very whimsical because I don't do realistic, because mine comes out of me. I don't try and do realism. I try and do what comes out of me. A lot of people always say it's with the eyes, you know. I don't really paint darkness, even though some people out there think I'm from the dark for some unknown strange reason. And this represents people, you know, talking about the ascension, talking about rising. The ascension to me is the ascension in consciousness. We're not going off realm, we're merging spiritual and our physical form. The hairs going up is representing, you know, to the ethers, but we're also grounded. So this is what these represent when I draw a lot of faces. Also has been represented, because that's all I do a lot of, is the feminine divine energy that is merging with man. So that's what that represents. And this is actually for sale, but we want to put it in a frame and we've not got around to that yet. So it's got a frame on it. So I need to go, well, I want to sell it. I don't want to sell it. I want to sell it. I don't want to sell it. I love it, but I think it could give some healing stuff to people. Then we've got the lovely blue angel that I did a couple of years ago out of one of my books. And this is you know what this one is. I know I need to get some prints. I know I need to get some. This is, in 2018, I was talking about JFK Jr. and I just got inspired to do a 10-minute sketch, dead quick. Wasn't meant to go in a frame. It's still got like watermarks on it, because I didn't know I was going to frame it, because it's a watercolouring. That's the original. Who is it? JFK Jr. Boom! Even if people don't believe he's live, I do, because a lot of us have seen him at the Balance in 2016. But even if you don't, it's the energy of that, the energy of the Kennedys is what's coming out, and the whole of the Q codes have a lot to do with the Kennedy family, if no one had noticed. But yeah, the Tiffany blue. I have ordered a bluish sort of Tiffany blue nail varnish for next week. Oh yes, you know, in the representation of that. So they're the ones that are on the wall. These are my sons, but I'm going to cover that wall with some of my artwork, so you'll be able to see different artwork behind me. Even if I put some up that sells or whatever, you'll be able to see the artwork behind me, because it's quite, you know, colourful. I have got another one on the go in here, but I leave it for a bit and then I do something else and I leave it. But this is a massive one. It looks dead weird at the minute, because they always do, until they've got all the detail on and everything. But it's another one of my ascending feminine divine pictures. And if you switch the light on, I don't think it'll make a difference, but it does look weird at the minute. Looking very odd at the minute, but it will. So, and then, don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, apart from, hi Josephine, apart from my son's representation of me. And this is where we see the truth of what a child sees in his parent, not some silly people off YouTube. I love Mummy. That's me with my hair and a flower in my hair. He is 5, by the way, so True representation comes from your kids, not what people try to spout out about you. Oh, yes. So, now I'm going to go... Oh, this is one I did ages ago that I didn't actually finish off because the stag hasn't even got thingies on it. But and there's Jack and Lana. You been naughty birds. Don't know if you can see them. Saying hello. Yeah. And now I'll show you through some of my books for the people who haven't seen. I'm just going to see what the light looks like because my son's let me borrow... Well, he's given me his little ring light. Yeah. Little Finn's pictures. Thank you, Emmett. Thanks for all the feelings you have given. I am feeling really drained by all the stuff. Well, yeah, that's why I do what I do. So yeah, energy is all around us. It is. That's the orbs and everything is our energy. Piranha. Just let me check if this works. See what it looks like in the dark. Because when we used to do this, we used to get the energy flowing and we used to see it. If anyone remembers, it used to come in. Maybe with this light it might do. I don't know. It does on the other camera. So next time I go on to do art, I might try my other computer with this light behind and we'll see. Or is it because that light's... Just let me check. If we switch this light off. I'm not saying it will, but I'm just going to check. Just for a few minutes. So is that not light enough now? Let's just see. Don't know. Don't know if it's bright enough. Anyway. Back on again. It looks darker than it was before. I don't know. I'll check next time. Let's go through my books. A couple of books today. So, the other night, I did put this on my Instagram page, so I can feel it all around. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the other day, I did... Where is it? Is it in this one? I'll show that one. Some people have seen this before. I'm trying to think, what was I drawing in? Was it this one? Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I've still got a few things to talk about, I'm not sure. Or maybe not. So, I was going to show a video, but I think I'll save it for another day. Hi from Long Island. Yeah, once she starts talking in the right light, they always go. Yeah, it's in the right light. They do, and they do. I'll probably get them again. Like I said, they've been very strong if you look at my videos anyway. But yeah, the other day I drew this. I put this up on Instagram. I love it. I just love the face. I just drew it and thought, look, I just love it. It's just a face of... What do you see when you see this face? I've written some words because that's what I normally do. I get the picture and then words come in. It is healing because it's green. It's heart because of the heart chakra. But I am going to have to start printing some of these pictures off and putting them into things because I just love it. I love it. It was done with ballpoint pen, so this is just the way I draw and stuff when I'm just doodling. But would you like to put in chat what? Let's do this. As I show pictures, can you write in chat what it gives you? Because apparently I'm so from the dark. I'm so from the dark side. It's unbelievable. Oh, I thought you were saying it's from the devil's work. Yes, agree. All need sessions like this to lift our vibrations. This is what it's about. You know what I mean? I'll hope you keep, yeah, keeping fine, Josephine. I hope you are too. Innocence. Teacher Smith's put innocence. So pretty. What does it give you a feeling of? Gives me a feeling of calm. But I am feeling calm, pure. Yeah. See? Like if you look at the face and the eyes, Mother Nature giving like, yeah, it's green as well, so yeah, a bit sad. It does in a way, and maybe that's the thing, of feeling of love of the, because to me it's quite a calm face, as in not trying to get caught up in drama and emotion. So it's a bit like, and maybe a bit sad in a way of maybe the way we're feeling of the people that are, beginning to wake up, and the emotions they go through, because it's not good, but when you come through it, you do. But it's a bit like, to me, a calm face is in, don't get caught up in it all. Just be like neutral. Green and pink heart chakra. Yeah. Hope, yeah. Mystical. But she has a bit of a serene face, she's not angry. She's just like dreamy. Yeah, a bit like, See, you all see different things, different perspective of seeing what you think this picture is. This is what's going on around us. Inner calmness and love. Yeah, I see inner calmness. I see a calmness. She's not reacting. I like it being like this. I quite like my style, because I'm seeing my style progressive, colour behind, but just the essence of the raw drawing. Because I was thinking, oh, when people are saying about it mainly in a piece, yes, I see that as well, Susie Q. When people are saying, oh, you could do colouring books and all that, I said I do what I do, but I'm doing a lot of stuff, with jewellery and stuff like that. So I'm always thinking all the time, that's how I am. I'm always in the flow. I never get bored because I'm always doing stuff, innocent. And I kept thinking, oh, they'd have to be perfect, but they don't have to be perfect. I want my pictures when they go out, because I think I am going to start doing prints in the new year, getting them printed off in bigger prints of my artwork, to be raw, because that was in the rawness of I did it, not to be like, when people do this artwork on computers, I'm not into that, I'm into traditional drawing, and I'm not knocking people who do that, that's the thing, but, they'll neaten the lines up. I don't want the lines to be neatened up, because we're all not perfect. We all have flaws, and I think it gives it more when it's not perfect, if you get what I'm saying. So we have that one, and then I wrote down, self-love is to mind your business. So this is like what I was saying before, she's in a spirit body. Yeah, this is what I was saying before about people going on, people trying to cause drama. They need to mind their own business, meaning mind their body, their business, what they're focusing on. I need to mind mine. I'm not interested in what's going on over there, because I'm minding my own business. Yeah, thank you, Suze Q. And then I've put mastering our human self, was what I was saying earlier on. With all our multi-dimensional self is balance between the two realms. We are the bridge between the spiritual, and this realm. Can't be too much of one thing. You have to be balanced. It's been too dark, so the balance of light is coming back. Two worlds residing as one, and I put one in the heart, merge, and this is the purge, because we're beginning to merge and we have to purge. I would defo buy some prints. I love your artwork. Make some cards with the prints. Yeah, I need to do it. Do you know, funny enough, Teacher Smith, I was thinking about postcards, because they're like mini art, and that means there'll be different prices of artwork. I do love painting and drawing, so I know that needs to be pushed. Like I said, any money I am getting, or any money I'm making from the other things that I do, I want to get a website so people can go there, because not everyone's on Instagram. But I do think that, I think postcards, and I need to get some printed on cards, because it would be quicker for me, as I know you've had some of my stuff. I have got more cards still. I'm making Christmas cards now as well, but it would be quicker. But they're still there, and I'll always do that, because to me it's mini pieces of art. So Yeah, we've got that. And then I drew this one last night, because what I do is, if I draw something and it bleeds into the next page, I redraw it on the back slightly a bit different and then put something else out. So I was in bed last night and said to my fella, let's not watch TV. We're not watching, to go and read, or we'll go and draw. So I thought, right, I'm going to go and do a bit of a doodle. So I doodled on the other side. So the face is slightly a little bit different, see? So they all have like quite, you know, that sort of face. It's all in the eyes. And then I did this sort of like, I didn't finish off, but I did all this like writing on it. So I'm going to read it out of, this is what came in when I was reading it. First we've got the little circle here and it says, you used to have the beautiful card on display. Everyone admires it. Oh, thank you. I can't even remember which one you got. Full circle. What you put out, you receive back. And then I wrote down, whatever you love, do more of. Whatever inspires you to be a better person, do more of. Whatever makes your soul shine and sing, do more of. Whatever makes you of. Oh, it was trying to disconnect me then. Whatever makes you help others, do more of. Whatever makes you connect to nature, do more of. Whatever makes you be, do more of. So basically, do more of everything that makes you happy. Mind your own business and don't take any notice of anybody else's that are trying to drag you down. Then I did the thing with the rainbow thing. That was just a little bit of a collage. Then I did this last night in bed. This was a quick drawing. Some of my drawings are, you know, good. Some of them are just quick sketches and they're just whatever quickly comes in. And I was sat drawing in the dark. It was just this quick doodle. And we've got the lady, the butterfly, because this is representing transformation. Transformation in ourselves. We're coming out of the chrysalis stage, the dark age. We're coming out to rise above all the crap. See the truth for what it is, but rise above it with solutions and stuff, you know, all this stuff I talk about. The vibe is always with you. The force is always with you. Vibe is always with you. You just need to let it out. This is why the controllers try really hard to shut out the vibe. Of course they do. This is why I believe these other people are trying to, they might not know it. They just try to dim people's light. It's not going to work with me. We've got the owl for the wise, you know, the wise old owl. We've got the moon, and we've got this tree in front, and the stars, and the flowers. You know, we're all connected. We all know that. I can tell you did your research. Connected to everything. Remember to be human too. Balance in all. Balance in all. You know, we may be of the stars, but we are also earthly as well. Earth angels. Got to be balanced though. Got to be balanced. Plymouth here. We've got Plymouth in the house. Whoop, whoop. So that was that book. We're just going through some of my art now. This one, a lot of you have seen, but I do love it. This was collage, but with some of my drawings in. So I will say, if you're new, get a book. It's really great for the times now that are going to keep you sort of not thinking about everything else that's going on. If you're a bit like, yeah, oh, I know, TJ, I know. Exactly. Things I love. This could be the book of your little sacred place to go. That's why if you had a sacred routine ritual in the morning, ritual doesn't mean you're doing sacrificing something. It means something you do every day. If you have magazines, and a lot of the magazines I get, not that I buy magazines all the time, but I will show you because these are quite dear magazines and I only buy them maybe not every month, but I see one, I'm like, oh, it's like the mindful magazines and the other ones. I don't buy all that OK and all that crap. I can't do them because it's just crap. But the reason why I buy these, even though they're dearer, is because they have good reads in them about certain stuff, but they have good pictures in that you can use to put in your scrapbooks and words and stuff. Obviously, because they're a bit more on the spiritual side, you'll get nicer things in them. You don't want pictures of Kardashians and all that. And you can cut them up when you've read it, so you can recycle it. So what you do is obviously you cut and paste all the things that you like. This one's a bit witchy wooey. Yeah, I'm a bit witchy woo woo. This one, before anyone starts and goes, oh my God, you got a girl with the flower over her one eye, Illuminati, it's like, get a grip. You can just make pages that you love. This is intuitive. You don't have to be like, oh my God, why do I need to know why I've put this woman drawing down here? I love this picture. It says a lot without even knowing. Follow the white rabbit. Yeah, well, this woman's drawing art. Well, I love art. You know, this just comes out to me and goes, I don't even know, don't have to know why I did it. I just like it. And then you can cut words out, and this says, being outside is wonderful for creativity. Of course it is. Mindfulness. You cut everything out, like escaping. What does this one say? Take a deep breath. Yeah, before you react. Mindfulness. What else was on here? Mindfulness, creativity, escaping, living. Yes, I know that, JT. That's what a lot of people don't know. No, they got the Illuminati, Farty, Lumadonkey. They're just people who are enlightened, but they're the ones that don't want us to know that we're, you know, want us to be enlightened. And when people go on about Luciferianism, what's the other ism? It's the isms that are bad, like Satanism, Luciferianism. They're the no-nos. Because what was a word you would say, but then you say no when it's got can't remember. You just jogged my memory on something. But yeah, we are all illuminated. That's why people get so freaked out by the pyramid. Well, and the one eye. It's not evil. We're all illuminated when we start waking up and we start becoming enlightened. It's just that they were enlightened to certain stuff and they use certain energies and that against us, and they don't want us to wake up to be enlightened because they want it all for them. Isn't commissary. That's what I get from your pictures. What do you get from my pictures? This one, just put it together. This was ages ago, by the way. This book was put together in, I think it was 2018. It might have been 17 or might have started it then. I'm not sure. Yeah, they hide it, occulted. But the thing is, people get triggered by that. I love alchemy. They'll say occult, but the occult just means what's hidden. It doesn't mean that everything from the occult is bad, because it's not. They use it. It's just that they use the symbols and the signs and the words and all that. Words are spells, we all know that. And they twist it to their advantage, like a pentacle star, they twist it upside down. Everything they revert. So the occult isn't bad. Everyone goes, oh my God, like the cult. No, it just means hidden, but some stuff had to be hidden from them. So that also went underground, both sides. That's why people get paranoid with certain symbols and certain things, because they're not understanding what's going on with certain stuff. So when they see certain things, especially when they first wake up, it's hilarious when people first wake up, because, I could be sat here now, and because this cup's got purple on it, they'd be like, oh my God, like, they do use the colour purple, like the Queen and all that, but that's just crown chakra anyway. Oh my God, she's Illuminati. It is funny. Like, oh, you've got red, oh, thank you, Teacher Smith. Oh, you've got red shoes on, you must be from Red Shoe Club. No, I don't think so. They're not leather, and if they were leather, they're not made out of what they make. Do you know what I mean? It does get ridiculous, but we all go through it. So, it's like I've got an owl sat up here. Oh, they'll be like, oh, that's Moloch. She's got an owl on a bookshelf. Oh, she must be from Bohemian Grove. No, an owl's an owl at the end of the day. They just use it for what they use it for. Like there was an owl on the top of Epstein's Island's bloody temple. Do you know what I mean? No, that doesn't mean that. That's just an owl. Potted owl. You know what I mean? You got to laugh. You got to laugh sometimes. This one put together just a load of things that I like. Just a load of things that I like. There's an owl there. There's an owl there. It's funny. You've got to laugh. Yeah, I call them the Luma Donkey. And then this one, they'd see this picture and go, oh, it's got one eye. Oh, it's got one eye. It's the, Yeah. They do put certain things out in magazines as well, but I've just used it my way. Yeah, the critical mass is already happening. It's quite big, more than people know. And then I drew this one. This is one I drew, and then used the words light your, what's it say? Let your light shine through. It's not just about being beautiful on the inside. It's not on the outside, sorry. On the inside. It's about the inside. And then I didn't finish this one off. And then I won't be showing you all of my books tonight. It'll be here forever. This was a little witchy one where I took the head out of the magazine and the hands, and then I drew the body and put the dress was cut out. Then I drew the legs in. It was just fun. Might have been for Halloween. I haven't got a clue. Even though it's quite good for now because Halloween is nearly here. It says, take a moment for yourself. Things seem much better after a brew, because she was having a brew. And she's like, I'm happy. And the butterflies are there. The butterflies are there as well. Alchemy, transformation. Stop letting your chemicals all bubble up. Pisces. I'm a Pisces, and what Charlie Freak said the other day. A lot of people don't like Charlie Freak. Just depends, doesn't it? And it was dead funny what he said, and I know it'll trigger some people. I found it hilarious that Pisces. We know we're going to the age of Aquarius, but we're saying Pisces, and Pisces is said the star sign. The two fish. Can't remember what he said, but it was funny. 38 and 38 in is a godly thing and a godly energy in Pisces. I can't remember what he said, but it was funny of Pisces, and thought it's funny that because a lot of people I see that are talking certain truths on YouTube, certain things are Piscean. You've got like Infinite Waters, he's Piscean. I didn't know Ashra Goddess, I can't remember what her name is, sorry, is Pisces. I'm sure, could be wrong, I don't know if Gemma McCarthy is, but it's a lot of people, and when they've said the Piscean, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because they are meant to be one of the most spiritual, even though we all are. And it just made me laugh. It really did make me laugh because, yeah, people will be triggered because I'm a Pisces as well. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Pisces swimming about in the waters. So that's why I drew that, and then did a whole thing on Pisces. Yeah, my art is my release. We all need to fight. Yeah, it is. Thank you. This was the one I said about the Avatar, not the Avatar, Valerian film that I drew before I'd even seen it and didn't know anything about it. And then wrote Singularity 1, sound, light, frequency, vibrations, energy, the highest form of love. People have got to realise, yeah, we are going to singularity and one love in the spiritual sense, but down here we've got a lot of work to do on our human self, do you know what I mean? This one was just very calming. These pictures that I cut out and stuck in, just liked them. And then we've got this one that I just put together. See, the butterflies are there again. People getting on, getting out in nature, naturey. This one's going to trigger some people, but there you go. Not this one. This one, taking control of your wellness. That also means up here. What you focus on brings to you. This one I did where I pasted in the letter. I drew the person in it and stuck it in it. And yes, oh, I did this on the 28th of October 2018 because I've put the thing in. This was cute. I'm happy with the cue, fine. Sitting there chilling, watching what's going on, definitely doing that now. And she's got a butterfly on a toe. So that's one of my little drawings. This was drawn by me. And she's got a heart in. So that's the cue. And then we've got this page. Very beautiful. Got the lion there. It says, keep dreaming, keep believing. And then we've got, thank you, so fun. And then we've got, all the background is, you know, collage. But the girl in the middle, I think I used the dress, but the face and the legs and the boots is what I've drawn in. And someone asked me to draw, I don't know if JP remembers this, it might have been you, draw a light warrior. So I drew a light warrior. This is a light warrior. A light warrior hasn't got a sword, even though we have got a sword because we're cutting through the bullshit. But this is a flower. She's got a shield of love and she's got a moral compass because it's about morals at the end of the day. This whole thing's about where you stand with certain morals when it all comes out. She's grounded, but she's got a little boots on with wings. She can fly off if she wants to. Yeah, fairy power. Pew. You know, because my artwork's so evil and it shows the darkness within me. It's just so evil. I mean, so evil. This one was just a food one with mushrooms on it, representing like autumn, just because, I don't know, just like the look of the mushrooms and my little crocheted flower thingy. Don't know, just went with it. And then the other side of that was like a cozy home, coffee, pumpkins, which is relevant now because it's nearly Halloween. You just do anything. It says cozy days, representing the season I was in at the time. This one's another one. Few words, whatever on there. Yeah, I like your art. I got to get around to do more. Like I said, I'm going to be showing more art on here and stuff because it is a healer, and you've got to remember what you loved. And if you did that as a child, as you loved it, do it. Be childlike. It's very healing. Thank you, Susie Q. This one, I didn't actually like this picture because it went a bit wrong, but it's not wrong. It's just the way it was meant to be. Don't know. Hi, Dolly. I know. I sent you an email of the rally. You sent me an email of the rally. Nigel was there in person speaking for protesters. He was going, oh, what? Recently, because a lot of people don't know what they're going about Nigel Farage. He went to speak to Trump when he first got in. That's why I like the Nigel. Nigel says it is. Sorry, I will have to. I'm so busy with stuff and I don't get to see everything, but I will try and look at it. Yeah, fairy hunting. Yeah, I'm into fairies. I've got a lot of books by Brian Shroud on fairies. I might actually pull one of my fairy decks at the end of this. Brian Shroud. What I can never say his name. Brian Shroud. This was a little fairy. I just tried to collage the dress. I gotta go, but very glad I found your channel. I'll drop back in. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, and everyone make sure you subscribe because we know what YouTube are playing at. But thanks, TJ. I'm glad a lot of new people are coming in. Like I said, you don't have to be in Trump with the whole Q thing. It's just a frequency I try to give out as well. But if you're new, thank you for coming in. You know, more and more people are coming because I know they're needing a certain frequency, and it's beautiful. This is a picture that I mashed up, and then I drew the girl. So I stuck all this together and made this collage page, and then I stuck this drawing in of this girl. I love this picture. It's so dark and evil. This I did at Christmas a few years ago when I was at my sister's and they were all watching telly and I was in the throes of QAnon. I was like, I don't want to watch the telly. I don't want to listen to the bull crap. You know, all that angry stage that you go through, which is quite hilarious. But I sat back and drew these guys. So I had these little stickers, put them in, and I just drew the women that I always draw. Bit of a Christmas theme going on, but yeah. That's what I did. Yeah, maybe troop of viewers. Grandpa would set fairy door. Well, funnily enough, in my conservatoire, off me fella, his mum came round the other day when he was round and give us this thing to make a fairy garden with. I was like, right, we'll have a look at it. This was a mandala that I did. I'll be doing more of these. This is a mandala that I did. We are all connected. Woo! That was just a quick one that I did. This was another one that I did, all beautiful, all unique. It's to all the newbies in chat, you will learn so much from our Dolly. Welcome here, love and light and positivity. Oh, thanks, JP. Lou B, love the artwork. Thank you. Like I said, I know some people just come in for my artwork and not for the other chats, but you never know, you might learn something. You never know. This one I just drew the head on this person meditating, so I drew the head. And then this was done on an old book page. Looks a bit like Twiggy. Twiggy Fairy. This one I just put together. Very relevant for right now. Thank you, Renee. Because we are looking at ourselves in the mirror. And there's a lot of that reflecting and projecting and all that sort of stuff going on right now. And it says on it, learning to live with yourself. It's quite hard for some people, that. Make more time for yourself. Well-being. A lot of people are learning to live with themselves, especially in this time, 33 in the house, of the pandemic. And you've had to be at home a lot more, and people are either not getting on or getting on. And there's a lot of people who I see here that can't be with themselves. And as soon as, like, there's no TV, or it's like, what do I do? I need to be, like, just be. Like, there's so much you can do. You don't have to be watching TV, and you don't have to be doing certain things. There's so many beautiful things you can do. They're not even happy with just being and doing nothing, even if you just sat down and just put a candle on and stared at a flame. They just don't know how to not do anything, and how to just be actually happy with themselves and just be with themselves in silence. People find it very hard. It's a good thing to learn. This I did a while back, mindfulness. It was just like stripped up paper, but even this makes sense now. It's like sort of like different dimensions going on, and you're going that way, and it's like I can't really explain it, but anyway. Yeah, that's one of my favourite films, A Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wasn't what they said he is, and I'm sure that will come out soon. I love that. He was a starseed. This is the angel picture that's fell out of my book, but this was the print that I did. The lovely blue angel, I call it, the blue angel. It does say in the background there's bits of writing. Sometimes you'll see bits of writing. Remember who you really are, a beautiful being of the light. That's what it says. Oh yeah, of course he is, Andy. Of course he is. Oh yeah. He's going to play Trump, yeah. This one I did, it says Feminine Divine 369. It's all like, mixed media. And then we've got this one where I drew the thing in the middle. But I put this together. It looks a bit weird because it's in the middle. See the magic. The magic. Thank you, Laurie. And then, and it says here, put your focus on what you want and put the signals out. You're putting the wrong signals out, you're going to get crap back in your life. Weaving joy, beauty, and between worlds. We are between worlds. It's about balance between them worlds. See, it says at the top, between worlds. We are between worlds. We are the bridge between those worlds. This one, I love this. It's just whatever. It says flow with the senses. It says let your journal be your best friend. Escape. Let it flow onto paper. For ourselves who are ordinary men and women, let us return thanks to nature for her bounty by using every one of the senses she has given us. Trust, escape, journaling in nature. And this was just, I don't even know what it was. It was just like this. It's got 3D stuff on it as well. Butterflies again. Nothing better than being out in nature. I was out in nature today. It was great. This one was just drawn out quickly. This just little thing here. Cartoon. Like I said, mine are very whimsical because it just comes, just comes out. This is very relevant for today. The Witches. Powerful women I put. It was where I cut these people out of a magazine and then I drew in the dresses. It was quite fun. And then marked the hats on. So Halloween there. It says, union of strong women, real women. There's a lot of strong women united at the minute. To know love comes with a strength. Love lies within. Powerful women. Happy little witches. Wise women. And then this one, I haven't done anything, but I love the picture because it's showing, it's very relevant for today. This world that they project us to tell us we are with labels, this isn't the real you. Break open, break free, break out of the chrysalis, be the butterfly. This is you within, pinky gold there, healing. Give yourself, see the hand with a heart, give yourself heart, give yourself love, love thyself. Be kind to yourself. So that's in that book. I'm going to do one more book for tonight, and then I'll show you some of my other drawings another time because it's getting late. I am getting tired. Let me see. What am I going to pick up? I'm going to pick up... Well, loads of sketchbooks. I don't know which one, what. That's not got much in it. Let's see what these have got in it. These have... Oh yeah, I'll show one of them. That. What a fantastic time for the ascension of our spirit bodies, unfortunately. The sleepers may. Well, we will see, won't we? Hopefully. So, yeah, Tiffany Blue Angel, exactly. That'll be... Now, a lot of you have seen this, but for the people who haven't, I had this just where I was drawing on pieces of paper. So we've got all this going on. I sort of call this sort of consciousness and energies all merging everywhere and in everything. And so I'm going to let you have a look at it. It says different dimensions and energies flowing around us. Did this a while back, but just so you can see. It's got a bit of shine on it because it's in a plastic folder. But these are my little orby guys that I always draw little orbs on my artwork now, mostly. You know, energies, consciousness, that's why they have faces. This could represent the moon, anything, whatever you see. You've got this little being, fairy being going on here. So we've got that going on. This one has not been finished, but it has got an elephant on it. Different things going on there. We've got love. This was just this. Whatever that is represents. We've got this one. Some are rushed, some are just quick, some are coloured, some are not that good when I've just rushed them, but I still keep them. You know, there's ones I don't particularly like, but I like to create with stones. Love you. Yeah, I need to paint on some stones. Got this one. Didn't finish it off. It's supposed to have all the energy around here. This is the, you know, some people say Kundalini rising, the healing, the I've done it in rainbow colours, but I didn't finish this off properly. You know, all rising coming up to heart. You need both of them working. I can't remember what you call it. I did this one. It's like a meditating woman holding the earth because, you know, it's a rebirth. Rebirth, new earth. This is why. Rebirth, new earth. And this is what's happening. We are going through a rebirth ourselves as well. And then we had this one that I didn't finish off and it was went a bit wrong, but nothing's wrong. And that was the one I did for Easter. Because at Easter is when a lot of things happened, and even though people can't see it, and you've got a lot of people going, oh, well, it's like a lot of things came in then. A lot of things have been, you know, through that season of time and through them energy gates and stuff that was going on at Easter. If you were looking, you know, you've got your drawing, it's so inspiring. Thank you, Dolly. Good night. Thank you, Susie Q, for coming in. This represents for me the masculine and feminine. The egg opening up with the heart, because this is what we're realising. We're going through these changes. We're going through a rebirth. I know someone was after this, and I know I said I've got to finish it off because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But the whole thing of when July the 4th came this year, you know, I'm saying there's a lot of things coming with Liberation Earth. I called it Liberation Earth. I see her as divine feminine. Some people say it's a Stargate there as well, but Anyway, my representation of, I've been to New York, my representation of the Statue of Liberty in my, you know, way of drawing. Tiffany Blue going on there. This was one where I did be like the child, divine child. I can't remember if this was a meditation, I can't remember. You are, be childlike. So, you know, man and woman, you've got the child in the middle, but the child's like meditating mode, bringing all the light and being the prana, the energy. Yeah, see what you see there, but getting some buffering, not surprised. I've had two of my things break down, my kettle, my electrical devices, and my distiller, which I've got to get a new one. That's something for me. This was a meditation. I saw a blue bean. I tried to draw it. I think I just added the fish. It was this blue bean, but it was all this we are all one sort of thing, you know, representing higher self, whatever, but can't access knowledge until we unlearn what we have been taught. And that's true in a sense. If people aren't gonna sort of open their minds and sort of unlearn what we've been taught, you know, that's how we bring new things in. You've got to open your mind, be very open-minded, and let's say, hey, well, you know, if we've been lied to, let's relearn stuff, getting rid of the programming and reprogramming. This is what I did, follow your bliss. If you remember this, I think I did in summer or something. Because I said I would love to, you know, there's so many ideas I have. I would love to put things on, print things on t-shirts and that, because I believe if you've got something printed on a t-shirt that's got good words on it and stuff like that, it's putting positive messages out to people. Someone's walking around with the top on with positive words on it, someone's reading it, there again, it's being put out. So when people slag people off yet again for wanting to put things out, say people are buying stuff, what's wrong with that? Jealousy again. Nothing wrong with that at all. We want to see more positivity in the world. We don't want to see more hate, which is where a lot of these people come from. We want to see that sort of stuff out in the world. I don't know where JP's telling me to go there. Oh, your art is a looking glass. I love it and resonate with it. Thank you, JP. Yeah, the blue bean looks androgynous. Well, it probably is. Because that's a bit like that merging of the feminine and masculine. Imbalance is, you know, but that doesn't mean we're all turning lesbian and this, that, and it doesn't matter if you are, I'm not saying that, but that whole thing they were trying to push, do you know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, and the sun's up there. The sun's up there. Little sun there. Pisces again. This one was just a little mushroom picture. I can feel the positive vibes and love the olive. Thank you. Yes, because I know you got something off me. Good evening, friends. Does anyone have any Netflix or Amazon recommendations? I don't know, but I was looking for a newish witchy thing that came out, and it wasn't something. My fella told me, and I'm going to watch a bit of it after 33 Zil in the house. A different state of consciousness is love, and there's a little mushrooms with the one eyes, you know. It's not using these eyes, using this eye. Your spiritual eye is your third eye. And you go within, you can see, this was a tree again. This was when, I think my fella, when we first got together in lockdown, I said, I draw something, and I'm sure he said, I'll draw it, you say. I'm sure he said something to do with the tree, because we have a big connection with the tree, and we had an experience that I've not shared yet. I may do. Prepared to tell you, don't know if it's between me and him, but it was a bit Celtic as well, but it was ages ago, and he said, I think he said me and you in a tree or something like that. So this was just a cartoony thing, sort of thing anyway. But there's a tree, the little mushrooms, the energies, the orbs, little eye in the tree, because if you ever look at trees, they look like they've got eyes where branches have been anyway. So that's why there's a lot of eye representation. The birds in the trees got the sun, or is it the moon? Sun, don't know what time of day it's supposed to be, but that was that. And I thought it was very cute. And we both got suns behind the back of our heads, enlightenment. So, your special cyclop eye. Yeah, exactly. I like that. That's funny. Yeah. Psychic. This was Be Love and Light. My so dark artwork. Not. This one. And then we got the tree that I did a while back. Connected above, connected below, but centered at core. Where they put the eye in. Someone was trying to rip this off as theirs or something silly that I saw. Ridiculous. Got the little mushrooms in. You know, we all know there's a massive connection to trees and how they communicate and stuff. I don't know why people are trying to put out there that they're the only ones that know and they're the only ones that have connection to trees. A lot of people have connection to trees. Like I said, a lot of people don't know out there my biggest connection to trees, why, and the shield of my second name has a tree on it, an oak tree with 7 acorns on it. May your tree reign in heaven, something like that. I can't remember what the war cry was. So people have the wrong end of the stick when they don't listen to people and they just make things up in the head. This was the print of, this was the print of the JFK Jr. painting, which I need to get out. I've been saying this for years, but you know. This was a picture I did when I was at a country park and I just sat and scribbled very quickly of a goose who looked like it was doing yoga because it was stood on one leg like they do at one point. I just called it the yoga geese. So, the yoga goose. These are representing the energies. So, yeah. I love drawing in ballpoint pen. This was a weird ballpoint pen picture. Didn't know what I was really doing, but anyway, using different colours of the ballpoint pen. This was a picture I showed the other day of the woman that I just picked up out on Pinterest and just drew a woman's face and just did it in ballpoint pen, which was quite difficult to try and shade and stuff, but I did it and I think it came out quite well. And then I did the Nikola Tesla, because if you don't know me and you knew, I'm well into Nikola Tesla because Nikola Tesla was is linked to Donald Trump's uncle. And it's funny because Charlie Freet was talking about it the other day and I was like, oh, we were so on that a while back, which was funny. But when you start researching, you realise that about that. It's not because certain people are saying it, people think people are copying people. So if you actually research, you'll find that out, because Donald Trump's uncle was a scientist. And when the FBI went in to try and steal his work, some things went missing. We know Donald Trump's uncle had it, used to tell Trump about it, and that's why Trump knows about free energy and stuff, and that's why he's asked for crystal clean air and crystal clean water, but people who don't research don't know that. So I love the Nikola Tesla. He was for humanity. We know what happened there. It wasn't Edison. Edison was a shite ass, by the way. Took all his stuff off Nikola. Most of us know that, but it's coming. Oh yes, it's coming. So I tried my best because I don't normally draw men's faces. This looks a bit funny because it looks like a woman's boobs, but it's not. But when I look at it now, I think it looks like it. It's meant to be representing dark and light, yin and yang. The two worlds that are pulling apart at the minute with everyone in anger and stuff, and dividing over what's right and what's wrong and what political side, even though we know it's not really political, we know it's what lies behind it. It's nothing to do with political stuff. We've got the divine and masculine, feminine, but the woman's at the top at the minute. It's not meaning they're over, it's just meaning we're coming into balance. Centre point at the beginning, feminine, divine. You could look at it that way. So number 8, it has been a bit like that now. It's going. There's a lot of people pulling apart, and you feel like you're in a parallel universe because you're going, oh my God, why are they not waking up? Why can they not see? You can't bash everyone on the head and get them to wake up, as you know, if you've tried it. So that's what's going on. And this one was just one of my mad pictures of whatever was going on that I saw in the picture and drew it in. Got a bit of a wizardy witchy thing going on here because we all know there's illusions going on, but we're all wizards and witches. So got a bit of a bird going on up here. The fish. I verify about Edison. I grew up in New Jersey where he had his lab. He also ripped off an assistant. Yeah, they stole the ideas off him, and most people who know, you get told certain things at school about certain people, and that's why the education, I'm not talking about the teachers, they don't know. They just teach us the wrong things, as we all know, and as I'm saying that, there's 34 in and 43 in. Always does that when I'm talking about stuff to me. When it's right, it's like then the same number reversed round. Saw you before you change. This was another one. It says Ursa Major in it because that means a little something to me and my fella. And I drew a bearing for Ursa Major. The star in the sky, the star system in the sky, bear, moon. Just don't know what was going on here, but that's what was going on. Don't know why I've got a pair of lips in. I haven't got a clue, but it's just intuitive. So you don't have to know why you're drawing stuff. At the end of the day, it says love up here. So hope you're enjoying my pictures, because I just thought I'd bring, this energy in because I'm reserving it till next week. This one. I grew up in the Bay down Tesla's first lab. Oh, I love Tesla. And that was that one, and I'm quickly just going to show you this one before I go, and then that is it for tonight. So this sketch pad was just randomness, random sketching, just doing whatever. So there's a girl's face, there's a plant, a thing up there that's off my thing, and a pot full of pencils, just drawn in crayon, so they might be very, very, very light. It is very nice, thank you. Just bringing a bit of a calming energy. Curly hair, I was drawing, I think it was some sort of Snow White and something at the bottom. Did you ever hear about stories from it? Bits and bobs. They're trying to put a Tesla films out that are just like this little, don't know, doodle. This was done a while back. This girl sat on a carpet with a cactus and she's chilling out drawing with a brew. This is one of my little cartoon pictures. I need to do more of these. I was talking to someone the other day and I need to do more of these in. I might start bringing my cartoon pictures back of what I believe is going on, certain things in pictures, because I just love it. She's got a crystal hanging off there and everything. So yeah, she's quite happy. And then I did like yummy treats, biscuits and pink lemonade. I don't know why. It was just in that sort of mode. So we got cookies in a cookie jar with little hearts on. Pink lemonade with lemon. I think this is why I need to start designing and getting some cards printed off on the things that I draw, because I think they're quite cute. Of my so dark energy, my so dark nature and so dark art. This one was I don't know what it was. It says believe in you. Love this. It's so cute. Notebook design. I don't know what I wrote that down for, but this thing going on. Don't know what's going on there. Like I said, this was done a while back. This was Peggy Pushing. I don't know if that's about cakes. I don't know if this is in America. Oh no, it's in London. It's a posh cake shop and it's pink. And I drew it with a little bike outside of a picture that I saw on Instagram or somewhere. I don't normally draw buildings, but I did think it was quite a cute watercolour painting. I did that. I tried doing, I didn't finish off, a little toadstool fairy house. Toadstool fairy house. Oh, the Book of Eli again. Yeah, that's a good film. This one shows a bit of a Rudy bottom, but it was a fairy coming out of a flower because I'm into all elementals as well. So I've always been into my fairies. This was just a boy and like the things that he would like I don't know, I put a woolly hat, a book, trainers, gaming thing, a bag, painting, football. I don't know, I was just trying to draw guys' faces because it's not what I normally do. Then I did, this doesn't really look like him that much. It's me trying to practice guys. A little go, Ragnar. Now I've got a thing about Vikings. Or Ragnar, with his plait in his hair. I tried. You need to make gift cards. Yes, I have made a few gift cards up actually. Oh, this is someone else that I love. A lot of lies told about this person, I believe. This doesn't specifically really dead look like him, but obviously you're going to know who it is by the hair and everything. Because like I said, I'm not very good. Men's faces is probably what I need to practice in, but I don't draw men's faces like drawing women's, but you'll know who it is. You know I'm bad, you know it. Who's bad? So, you know who it is. You can tell who it is. I'm not saying it's brilliant. It's not, but it's a representing. This was a mermaid I did. And it says, funny enough, because this was ages ago, be the light in the dark. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. I think, I know, maybe I need to look into it. This is a mermaid, just done in crayon. And she's holding like a, you know, what they call it, a doodah. That's the ball of light on top. You know, in the abyss. Be the light in the dark. Yes, MJ. This was a lady, just done in crayon. She's standing on a street, maybe in London somewhere, waiting for a bus with a cup of coffee in her hand. I haven't got a clue, but it's the lady. So yeah, got that going on. Yeah. Exactly, JP. This was a woman, maybe divine feminine, holding the world, seeing what's going on, looking at it maybe from a different perspective. Don't know. Yeah, MJ. This was just doodling about. Doodling about. What else? Doodling about. Fairy. Nearly there. Little bits and bobs. That's not really anything. Just trying to see. Got anything at the back pages? Oh, this little I think I've drawn a man walking. Sort of, it's pretty cool actually. I didn't even know I'd done that. Sort of trying to do a body. I like looking back at stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, what was I trying to do then? Doing like, yeah. Your lady line is wonderful, and even on the ones where there are lines. I love the ones with the line working. I think it shows the movement. Like, I prefer it when it has marks on and lines in. It just looks more, I don't know, to me it just looks more flow, more better. Right, what I'm going to do before I go, because I'm about to go, is I'm going to, because I didn't realise it, but that's time I've been on for ages again. I'm going to get tired. Looking for oh, I forgot I had them. Looking for, I'm going to pull a card out of a deck that I forgot I had, and the Fairy Oracle, because this is by Brian Froud and I love it, and I've had this for years. you know, when putting fairies down in form, you know, the energies and the, you know, to the fairy realm. That man walking looks like Richard. I don't know, does it? Right, so I forgot that I had angels and ancestors. I actually forgot I had these. So I'm going to have a look now. I'll pick one out of there and one out of there, then I'm going. Yeah, I love Brian Fowden. I love the, you know, whole like dark crystal, because that's very relevant for today. I haven't actually looked at these cards properly. I forgot I had them, and they've got the owl on. So let's have a look, see what comes out. Oh, that was one that was at the end. No way. Wait for important information. There's a lot of important information that's about to come out. You know, be patient. Wait, I'm going to have to do 3, you know, I can't do 1. She's got her eyes closed, going within as well. Wait for important information. That's why I'm saying reserve your energy now, because this is coming next week. You know what I mean? And we're just waiting. Because people can say what they want to say. They can put crap out there and lie about a certain situation and people that are going on. Because when it does come out, and you can tell, because everything's dropping every day. If people can't see that, like I keep saying, I don't know where you're at. And we'll just see. We'll see who's trying to bring the truth out. We'll see what side everyone stands on. We'll see if Trump's the guy that we're saying he is, or the other side saying he is. We will see. We'll see who's who and what's what. Yeah, let's see what jumps. So yeah, I'll do 3 of these and 1 of Ryan Froud's. 2 of Kate. Oh no. Okay, so we're going for 4 because 3 fell out. So that way, and that way. So we've got the Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Well, I was talking about patterns before, and perpetuating patterns, if that's the right word. Hi, Matthew. Yeah, she's huffing the fumes from the bowl. She looks like she's breathing them in, and that's about breathe deeply. You know, when you're waiting, because we're waiting in patience, like breathe deep, it's coming. Breathing in. But the Elder, I love it with the Aborigine on the front of it. The Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. We're trying to get away from the ancestral patterns. We're trying to let go of all that. So when I was talking, because normally when I pull the cards at the end, it's always what I've been talking about. We're moving away from that. We're not trying to repeat the patterns. That's why if we repeat the patterns that have always been in the cycle of what they want us to do, we're never going to move forward. And that's what's always happened. We thought we got there and we never do. We are doing it this time. That's why people have got to let go. The next one is Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. I do trust in the unknown. A lot of people fear what they don't know because we're not taught it. I'd say more ether, not solvents. You know, Father Sky. And then the last one was, I know this. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. You're protected. You're protected. Shine your light. A lot of people saying, oh, it's about this time. No, it's about shining your light. You're protected. You shine your light in the real heart space and truth, you're protected. If you're not, you may have things pulled down or things that end up disappearing or things that come in that bad, this and another. That might be, you know, a message to people of like, are you actually talking the truth? Do you know what I mean? You are protected. That's, yeah, armour of God. That's why I don't worry about what people are saying, because like I said, the truth's coming. And to me, I just believe all will be seen as it is. The people who are seen who are unknowingly or knowingly working for the dark and all that will be seen. And people are all over YouTube. It's been videoed. It's been put up, just like I said, Trump did with Biden when he showed the, you know, the video when he said play it, and he was like, yeah, I've got the video. Well, you will be seen, like I said the other day, this is a time of observing. You're being observed as well. People are watching, you know, people are observing. Higher people are observing as well. So, right. And out of this lovely book, I'll just flip to a page and show you a picture of this, The Guardian at the Gate, Passages to New Life Openings and Gatekeeping. Just randomly opened that. Number 3, you get some pictures like this that look like light, because that's how I visualise light beings, different forms. And then you do get the fairies in different things. Really good, really good. So I'm going to do one out of here. Let's see what we get. And I love the pictures that he does. It is very you know, labyrinth style and all that, but these funny little gnome faces, but no matter which way you turn them up, they've still got faces. A bit like our topsy-turvy world, because everything is topsy-turvy and everything's upside down. They try to revert it all, as we know. These fairy books are so gorgeous because it's the spirit, you know, the fairy realm, the energies of that energy brought into the physical of what they would look like in a physical form. Because the energies are there. That's okay, I hope they are. Oh yeah, I'd say white hats are observing as well as the dark does. There's a lot of white hats observing, because you've seen that through different things with Q and people they've put up. So that's why people, you've got to be very careful what you're putting out. Especially about POTUS. Not going to look good. You know, if it goes the way we're saying, it's not going to look good for some people, is it? That's why I'm saying people shouldn't be spouting off at the minute. They should be waiting. Just like that card says, waiting for the information. Big election next week, whatever goes down. So I'd be careful about what you put out. That's all I would say. We will see. No one should be arguing. It's just like, we will see. Going against the wrong people when you go against just normal people trying to, you know, get stuff out, whether they've got a few things wrong or right. It's not the way to go about it. The wrong people you're going after. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great thought. Exactly. White hats are always here observing. Yep, they are. 33 in 44. Thumbs up. 33. Christ consciousness is in the house. That's because we have a good chat. Most people coming from Christ consciousness. Taking a while, these cards. I just POTUS he already... Yeah, he has. We've already run, really, and he took a load of people down. He did it ages ago. We're just seeing what's... It's a big movie. We're just watching it all happen. That's why I said people get triggered and call him, saying that, you know, people like us are calling him the Messiah, or we're calling him the one who's saving. It's not just him. He's just fog on in a nice way, but he's helping. It's not just Trump. No one said we believed he was a saviour. We are the ones we've been waiting for, all of us. People don't get that. They just regurgitate what other people say. See it all the time. It's ridiculous. Like I said, people know about manifestation, but they can't see what's manifested for us in the physical realm of someone to help do this with the plan that's been in the plan for ages because it's so big. Nah, don't want to believe it, do they? Yeah, Trump is a figurehead. Yeah. He's with an alliance, do you know what I mean? It's not just him doing it on his own, I mean... It's mad. And then they all kick off because, oh, he went to the prayer wall in Israel, and he went to Israel, hands. I know people in Israel, hands. So did Bush. Well, that's because they think, oh, they went there, he went there. Well, you'd have to go there anyway. That's part of what you do when you're a president. The Q team, yeah. Remember when I used to talk about Q when I first started, 17 was always in chat. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Come on, cards. Don't want me to go, does it? I'm like, oh. Yeah, it's all about justice. The fairy tales always upset me as a child. Well, a lot of the fairy tales put out there aren't what they, you know. Come on, cards. Oh, Justice Barrett, yeah. Oh, guess what we got? We got 40, which is honesty. Look at his little face. Where's honesty? Look at those eyes. See, some people would look at that card and go, oh God, it's scary. It's like, he's not scary though. Look at his eyes. He's not scary. Probably scary because it's something you've not, you know, you'd be like, oh God, I've not seen that before. I'm like, I like him. He's green as well. 40. So 40 says, we always fear what we don't know. We always try and destroy it as well, which is just ridiculous. No wonder beings want to stay hidden. Right, so what is it? A fairy. It's just a representation of a fairy. 40. So it says, honesty. I don't think he looks sad. It's just that sort of neutral thing of like, yeah, I know what you mean. But his eyes say a lot. It's all in the eyes. Honesty. Honesty, compassion, tact, self-deceit. Just look at him. Could you doubt for a moment that he sees you just as you are and loves you anyway? In plant form, which is how we may see him most often. That's funny because I said he's green. You know, I was going to say earthly, green, plant form. Elementals. Honestly makes lovely purple flowers in the spring, and later on, this is talking about the energies and the elementals of it, but when this book speaks like this. The flowers in the spring and later on produce those silvery white circular seed pods, like small images of the full moon. These little earth moon seeds pods remind us to reflect. Now, funny that, because this is what I was saying at the beginning with people reflecting on their actions and stuff like this. We're reflecting why we're going into autumn. We're reflecting on what's going on in the world and also other stuff. Reflecting on yourself and what you're putting out. Because that's the moon, reflect. To reflect upon our reactions, see, and feelings. This is what I was saying at the beginning. To throw light into our darkness and to deal honestly with ourselves and others. So this stuff is, like I said, when people are projecting, it's the darkness within them. And you need to deal with your darkness as well after we're up, because this batch is about to go. Honesty's other botanical names are moonwort, satinflower, silver dollar, moneywort, dollar plant, penny flower, whatever that says. And on Monday, the moon's day, he is a lunar, I can't say a lunarary, I can't even say what that says. I'm a bit dyslexic for new people. Honestly, it's said to repel monsters. I don't have any monsters handy to check this out on, but I can, monsters, demons within you, your thoughts, and so on and so forth. But I can certainly see the metaphorical truth in it. Metaphorical metaphor. This is what this is. He is also known as unshoe the horse because of his habit of unshoeing horses who tread upon him. A very fairy thing to do, and who can blame him? He is said to have collected 30 horseshoes from horses of the Earl of Essex on the White Downs in Devonshire near, is it Tiverton or something? Let that be a lesson to you, not to tread honesty underfoot. Well, it's a bit with what's going on when people are trying to be honest and people are trying to tread on him. Things will come back round. Honesty in the reading speaks unsurprisingly of the need for straight dealing and truth in representation. That's why Trump talks the truth. That's why he says it is, and people get offended. But truth is truth at the end of the day. And, honest. He says it like it is. You know what I mean? He don't pussyfoot around. We need to be serious. We need to be scrumptiously honest here, making certain that there are no room for confusion or misunderstanding, because there's a lot of that going on. No fuzzy edges. Both written and verbal agreements need to be completely clear. Assumptions may not be as well understood by all parties as we are assuming, and they need to be tested for comprehension. That's what's going on now with everything, and it will be seen. On a personal level, honesty reminds us not only to be clear in what we say and do, but also to act and speak with compassion and tact. That's what I was saying at the beginning with some people. Brutal honesty, and you know what's going on in the world and everything, you know, transparency. Brutal honesty is not usually true honesty at all, but somehow slanted toward the worst. Dishonesty, even in the name of tact. It is not helpful either. Balancing on that fine line of loving honesty may take some effort. Talking about balance before, but will provide rich rewards. Honesty, honest humility, idealism and clarity of mind are some of the advantages of honesty. So boom in your face. It's always right. That's what's going on. Boom, biddy, boom, boom, boom. So it's, is it Wednesday today? Wednesday. I may be on again. I'm not sure. I may come and show Smart through the week. If I'm not, I will be on before Tuesday, but I definitely will be on the night of the election. Just want to say, if anything does go dark, if the net goes down or anything, don't worry, we got told about this just in case. But I'm just enjoying what I'm doing creatively, whatever that is and wherever it is, and because the kids are off school as well, getting out in nature like we did today, reserving my energies for next week, because I'm telling you, I'll be booming all over the place next week. You know I will, with excitement and everything. So people can take that as the is. People can take the mick. People can do the one. I'm not interested in those sort of people and their business. I'm interested in mine. Thank you. And see if I can show you a few pictures. So today, I was out at a park near some woods as well, where we were just faffing around in the trees. Don't know if you can see my son and his cousin. There's me. Can't really see properly, but we were out and about. We were, you know, looking at the leaves and things on the floor, because I love that sort of autumn time leaves. These going on here. We had, yeah, I love this picture. We've got all our wellies in. Don't know if you can see my feet there, and I know you can't see properly. Looking at funny trees that look like things. This one looked like a snake or a dragon. Can you see? Heads like this. We were looking at did a video. We were looking at the fungi on the trees down here. All this. We were just out and about basically. Also, I've brought some sea moss gel. I don't know how I'm supposed to take it. It's in the kitchen, but it came in a jar like this, and it's from Ireland, and it's sea moss gel, and it's got you know, a lot of minerals and that we're depleted of is in it. Like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take it yet, so that'll be interesting to see how that tastes. I'm imagining it tastes really salty. I haven't got a clue. Or I'm just thinking that. So anyway, I'm going to go because it is late and I didn't realise what time it was, but I've enjoyed it anyway. I've had the chat at the beginning, shown some artwork. We'll be showing some more. Like I said, I'm just slowing down a bit because I'm getting all reserving my energy for next week, because I'm going to be very excited, like a lot of people are, just to see how this goes and what, you know, whatever. Like I said, just thought I'd bring that to you. Like I said, all the new people that have come in, thank you very much. All the people that are still with me, thank you very much. Like I said the other day, no, it's to consume, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it yet. So I've asked the person who I've got it off. Love your insight. Those cards were amazing. Thank you, Matthew. The old oak tree in my backyard, the roots above ground look like alligators. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, people seen, you know, petrified trees, rocks and all that that's gone on with stuff. It's great. You go through all that on your awakening journey. Most people do, and then come out the other end of that as well. Thanks for the energy, Dolly. Chat, keep the vibrations up. Thank you, Andy. Thanks, Dolly. Great show as always. Thank you, Deanie. Just thanks for everyone coming in. I'm very grateful at the people that come in and make this chat what it is, because this is what it's about. It's not about going around ridiculing other channels and stuff like that goes on. But like I said, I can talk about, because that was an experience I was having last week. You know, and like I said at the beginning, you've also got to remember how to be human. Never mind about remembering we are from the stars, and, you know, I'm talking about the spiritual side of it. You know, we are connected to spirit realm. You're also human as well. So you reside in both, and we're the bridge. So you need balance in both areas. If you're too over there woo-woo, which I can be sometimes, and that's why my fella's quite good at bringing me back down to earth, it's balance is needed. So if you just want to say it's all about that, say it's all about that, and we're not bothered about this, well, really that looks like this when everyone goes, yeah, but that's about political. It's not, it's not political. It's what lies behind that. To me, that's how I feel at the minute with all that. You also need to remember to be human, which is from love as well. It's just we've been told to be this and told to be that by social engineering and all that. Remember you're human as well. So remember when you are out talking to people, because there's a lot of people in spiritual community go, it's all love and light, it's all love and light, we're all up here. Yeah, well, it doesn't look like it when you're talking to certain people, and the things that you do doesn't look all love and light in human self. And if you think it's all right to not be like that in your human form, but you're all like that when you're there, to me that's unbalanced. That's not very balanced at all. Like I said, and put your boundaries up. Thank you. Effie's just said, if you'd like to make a coffee donation, the coffee donation is in the live chat of my email, which is for PayPal. I'm not putting anyone's arms up the back as people like to think. It's up to you. It's just an energy exchange. And when you do, to all the people that have done in the past or whenever, thank you very much. It's much appreciated, and all that. And thank you, Effie, for sticking that in. And thank you for the mods. I just want to say thank you. I'm just getting too excited for next week. And, you know, thank you for the people that come over, even if it's just for the art and you're not into the other stuff. You don't have to be. Like I said, we are coming to a time of a pinnacle now where we are going to see who's who and what's what. Can't remember who says that, but it's true. Who's who and what's what. Who stood where and who got confused. We're not really bothered with people putting stuff out. It's confusing anyway, but we're going to see what's what and who's who. Because this is trickling out. It's been trickling out for ages. You can't see it. Like I said, I don't know where your head's at. Lots of stuff coming out every day, all day. Coming up to next week, they're going to push so much because they don't want this happening. Even if it doesn't happen, he's either going to win by default. Also in America, it's not the same as the UK, how you vote. It's done on certain things, not on like the other numbers, blah, blah, blah. You all know that. Like I said, there was an 85 mile long convoy of Trump supporters. So to all the people who think a lot of people in America don't support him, a lot of people around the world don't support him, you wrongly don't know where your head's at, because you need to open your eyes and really see what's going on. Yeah, open-minded to all by this point. Yeah, and I think that's a good way to look at it, Matthew. Be open-minded to everything, because the stuff that's hidden and the stuff that's coming out and going to be coming out for the next couple of years of how they will. What people don't understand before we go is, it's all right saying you were awoken so many years ago. Thank you, Luby. That's not the attitude to have. I couldn't give a toss when you woke up. I'm talking to the people who've been a bit, you know, on me lately. No one's bothered about that. It's about the now. At the end of the day, when we say we've awoken and we're going through this, it's not about that. It's people trying to help the other people that are just coming through the awakening. Because if you remember what you were like when you first woke up, you were a bit like, oh my God. So this isn't about that. I woke up 30 years ago. I woke up then. This is about, it doesn't matter. It's about us helping those that are coming through these stages that are going to abruptly be woken up. So, and thank God there's people that have woke up over the past few couple of years with new eyes and new ears to see and hear, because some people have got stuck in a rut. It's not about then, it's about now. There's lots that have changed since when someone woke up 30 years to go to what's actually going on today. And we all know that thing with Trump isn't a political thing. There's a lot that lies behind it. So that's what I will say. That is enough a message to people out there. People who scream about how, and I don't mean the person who came in chat before, people who scream about, I woke up there. What is it, a race? These people are so like mad because they think that no other people can come up and talk about it, or, you know, oh, calling people because, oh, we all know about this, we all know about that. Well, some people who don't. And if the people are waking up, why wouldn't you want the people waking up? Why are you trying to dim people's lights? You sound like a gatekeeper. Gatekeepers are the ones, to me, in my eyes, who sit on a certain truth but don't want people coming in because either they want to be the all and think they know it and only want to be the one that's putting it out. They keep you in a ping pong situation of ping ponging, and you don't, because you get so dragged down in their energy and trying to ping pong back, you don't actually get through that gate to see what's on the other side because they're trying to drag you back this way. And they go on about awakening. It's like they don't want people to wake up. It's like, what's all that about? Gatekeepers. So yeah, by the beginning of 2021, exactly, because you think about it, the Mayans went about 2012. They always verse everything, 2021, 2012. It's going to be, it's going to be even bigger year next year. But the stuff's, it's there. It's there. So, yeah. Does anyone here get more answers than questions? Wow. Anyway, I'm going to bed now. Well, do you know what? Before I go, someone said, we need a meet up. Like I did a meet up with Roxanne. That was only a little other thing we did. But I'm thinking there'll be a flipping world party, certain things. I think something will have to happen at some point where I'll have to put some meeting together where people can come from all over. We all know, and we can all say whatever. And we'll just have to meet and just have a meeting of minds of, oh my God, how great this was, because it just be brilliant. Oh, I'll keep an eye on Nigel. I've just saying to someone today, Nigel's a good guy for Manda's in chat, because he went over to see Trump when he first got in. The only MP, whatever it is, that went over. No one else. We know why. So yeah, there maybe have to be some sort of meeting, because it'd be nice to put faces to the people that come in. Thank you, Smokes Comedy. So, like I said, thanks for the people who sit in the background and don't come in, and thanks for the people who've started coming in. Thanks for the new people who've came over and all that. It would be awesome, wouldn't it? I think it'd be brilliant. So, yeah, maybe something in the future, when a lot more of this has come out and people have calmed down a lot, and they're not all hating on Trump and different things. We could come together and just have a good meet up, and how amazing that would be with the energy that I get in chat of you in chat would be brilliant. Yeah, we're going to need a vacation after this. Do you know what I mean? We're going to need a vacation where we can just all have a laugh, a boogie, celebrate and everything. So I think that would be good. So yeah, remember, Nigel did get you out the... Well, we're not properly out, but we will be. We are, anyway, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, yeah. I'm trademarked that, trumping. Trumping! I never think of Trump's the same anymore. Just like Trump. My friend said, as long as Trump keeps trumping, then we're all right. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, where we go, one we go all. And I'll see you very soon. Have a lovely week. If I don't see you, I'll be seeing you next week. There's a movement going on near my end, not this weekend, next week I might be going to that, but yeah, keep your vibrations high, don't let anyone pull you down, stay strong, put your boundaries up, because that's for you. Do more, whatever it is, creative stuff that you love doing, what you love doing as a child, do more of that, like I said before. I'll be showing you more artwork, but if I don't see, you know what I'm like, I'll probably be popping on at some point saying hi, but if I don't see you for a long chat, I'll see you Monday, and I'm definitely going live on Tuesday. I don't care what time it is. I think I'm going to be in and out all Tuesday. I am not bothered. Trump is making an important tweet as to what's happening. Yeah. So I saw a tweet. The Great Awakening may occur soon. I think it's going to occur sooner than later, because you got to take him off guard. Do you know what I mean? Knows how to play the game. Knows how to play it well. So yeah. Yeah. Love to you all, and where we go, one we go all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.